Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Remember, even whales have human rights. Whale rights? Sea mammal rights? Either way, we're defending a whale. Thank you very much for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream.
And we are live! How is everybody doing? I see Extemporaneous was here early with a lurk and a random Transformers check for Miscreon. That was, if I'm not mistaken, that sounds like it's another one of those comics-only characters, the ones that are either just name-dropped or you see once and then you're done. So no toy of Miscreon, sadly, but thank you for the lurk, Extemporaneous. I hope things will slow down enough that you'll be able to hang out with some more. I miss having you hanging out with us. But how you doing, Weedle? Says, hello there! Guess who's graduating tomorrow afternoon? I'm gonna guess it's one of the animals in Fuga. But is it you, Weedle? I know it's you, Weedle, because last week was Eglin, tomorrow is you. Congratulations, are you excited? You're finally gonna be free from high school. Quick Eddie says, howdy. Gonna lurk on mobile for a bit while I do some more Genshin story on my alt. I'm about to watch a dragon god die. Is that a good thing? Are you trying to kill it? Or are you going to fail to protect it? Either way, I hope you're having fun. But Extemporaneous, Weedle, Queen Katie, how are y'all doing? Let me go ahead and load up the game. I don't know if the notification is going out yet, but once again, it'll probably be another sleepy stream today, I'm assuming. Last few ones have been a bit slower. I think because so many people are busy with the end of the school year, but thank you all for being here, Weedle, Queen Katie. Also Extemporaneous from the lurk. Okay, so last time, we found out that we don't think the murderer, the person who framed our killer whale is this, I don't even remember anybody's names, but we were, Norma de Plume, that's right, because she was the witness who supposedly saw the crime happen, but she said that she saw the whale biting and attacking the victim, but we're pretty sure that it's just a trick that the whale does to headbutt and take the hat. And so yeah, I know that probably doesn't make sense for anyone who wasn't there last time, but trust me, this makes so much sense, and we are going to get our literal whale acquitted. I can feel it. Let's see, Weedle says, and as always, hello there, my good friend. That is a puppy kicker and a stinky puppy kicker and a little short man that has no legs and is stinky also. I have legs. See, I got legs and I know how to use them, and they're not stinky. I took a shower today. I washed my legs. Thank you very much. Weedle says, not eating enough Fun Dip Man Steaky. Okay, you gotta slip that in. I still got a whole lot of it here. We shared some with Clam on stream a while ago. Anyway, so that's where we're at here. For anyone, like I said, who doesn't remember, let's just go ahead and go with this. If you wish to challenge me to a duel, you'll need a sharper blade than that, right, Donna? Huh. I demand evidence that proves the witness did not see the moment of the murder. Crap, I probably should have. Maybe I should have gotten a little bit more before I saved last time, because I don't remember exactly what she was saying. But there must be something. Think Phoenix. If I'm correct, then the victim's death occurred. I'm going to say before DePlume saw it. I don't see any hit point meter, so we should be fine. Before, I think he was already dead, and the whale was trying to get him back up to the surface. Because the autopsy said that he died instantly, right? If the victim was already dead when Orla started her headbutting, then that would mean he died sometime before Ms. DePlume was watching her. The event.
TTS what's happening? Cause there's ad, but boo.
Crystal, thank you for the scary boo. Okay, so like I said, I was trying to explain earlier. I'm doing a very poor job because this trial is all over the place. So our client, once again to recap, is this whale, Orla the orca, and the witness, Norma DePlume, says that she saw the whale murdering him in the water here, that the whale was headbutting him and then was swimming around with him in her mouth. And all that seems to be true, but we need to figure out how that shows that that's not actually a murder. So I think it's two things. Number one, we know the headbutting was not to kill. It was to steal the hat. We already learned that the blood that we saw apparently was coming out of the top of the whale's head. So honestly, what we should be doing is asking to see the top of the whale's head to see if there's blood in order to confirm that. And the second thing is that the autopsy said he died instantly. So if he was already down underwater, he's already dead. But how are you doing, Crystal? Are you finishing up your semester? Yeah, because you already had your finals. So are you all done? Are you going to be taking any classes in the summertime? Or are you finally free for at least a few months? Let's see. Weedle says, I will have 113 days left until I move to the best snow on Earth. That's what our license plates all say. Best snow on Earth. Pop quiz, Weedle, do you know why Utah has the best snow on Earth? There's actually a scientific reason for it, or at least one that I was told in school. I don't know if it's true or not. But yeah, you just got 113 days of summer vacation, and then Utah comes along just to ruin it. Okay, the events Ms. DePlume witnessed took place around 10:10 a.m. I must have something that can tell us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. Okay, so our hit point meter is up. So we're gonna save scum, like the scummy savers that save our scums. And what's it gonna be? So let's review everything. So we have the advertisement showing the swashbuckler thing, Captain Orca, red stash. So that's not, I wonder if the blood was actually just from the red mustache or something like that. We've got the photos of the body. Those don't really seem particularly relevant. We have cross-section view of the floor. We have this whistle that's like a dog whistle for whales. We have this, which again shows like no hat. So that's why the hat was happening. That's 10:09 and 10:10. A large quantity of fish, a walkie-talkie for communication, the calendar was accidentally switched with Pearl's calendar at around 10:10 a.m. So that's gonna be relevant clearly to someone's alibi. We got the coin that had blood on it, weighed 7 pounds total. We have a swashbuckler video. We have the TV phone. I think it's gonna be the autopsy report, says instant death. Under investigation, but it doesn't say estimated time though. A nonfiction book by Norma DePlume is about the location from last year. Have something that can tell us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. What happened before 10:10 a.m.? I don't know what I'm supposed to show. I gotta think about this. I'm already stumped. Let me read some of the chat though. We just said Queen Katie, what show? Says, never mind. I need to read. Queen Katie said, yeah, it's in Genshin. Big plot point. Is it one of those big event type of things? I remember seeing videos. I'm not like a Fortnite person, but I remember seeing videos that had Galactus from Marvel like destroy the island in Fortnite at one time. So is it one of those big things that's happening, like everybody's got to be there at the same time, or is it just like a big thing in the story? We just said, I don't think he has legs. Oh, no, I do. Weedle, look. Legs. I got legs. It says my headcanon. There's Crystal saying ad finish. Nice. Welcome, Crystal. What?
Next up is a master of the Magnum. I can shoot around corners and in the dark want to stay healthy. Don't make fun of my hat. I'm cool enough to give Dirty Harry a good scare. My reputation for misogyny is legendary. Fires his gun.
Wait, are these lyrics? What is? It's a master of the Magnum, shoot around corners, and in the what is this? I know this, obviously it's a quote for something. Reputation for misogyny is legendary. That makes me think it's like a joke quote. What? Oh, and it's Wendy. Thank you so much for the beef long at TTS. I am. What is that?
TTS, it's a quote from Lupin the Third loudly crying.
Oh, Lupin the Third. Oh, that's gotta be one. Oh, okay. Oh crap, that's from the season where they were in Italy, right? And that's Jigen, his introduction. Yes, oh my gosh, I had forgotten about. I need to finish watching that season. Actually, thank you, Wendy. So you watching Lupin the Third? I freaking love Lupin the Third. I wish I had sideburns like Lupin, the way that his just kind of go down, they kind of fade off as they curl around his face. He's the coolest. I would love to cosplay as Lupin sometime, although the best character in the series is Zenigata. I'm just tossing it out there. But how are you doing, Wendy? Welcome. I am already stumped. We're 10 minutes into the stream and I'm stumped. So I have evidence that shows what happened before 10:10 a.m. I mean, we do have this, but that's around 10:10 a.m. The coin that has blood with the swashbuckler video, the cell phone for communication, instant death, time of death isn't listed in there. The nonfiction book by Norma de Plume, this is a whole thing from last year, shows the girl with the nice midriff. I'm assuming the key stuff is gonna be the dental marks of the whale to show that it's missing a tooth. So what shows before 10:10? Did this have a time written on it? Brand new stage show, red stash, red scarf, gold coins hidden in Skull Rock. Now that just shows crime scene, cross section, whale whistle. And this shows 10:09 and 10:10. Oh, maybe what we're supposed to do is the show before that. If we show the video of the swashbuckler video and we show the headbutt. I don't know what I'm supposed to present. We did just save. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try the swashbuckler video. I am going to be wrong.
Take that!
This is the evidence that proves Ms. de Plume did not see the moment of the murder. Huh? I'm not sure that's really related to what Ms. de Plume did or didn't witness. But you're not sure, right?
No, we can be quite sure it's unrelated.
Yes, quite. Stab! Ouch. I guess we can be. The events Ms. de Plume witnessed took place around 10:10 a.m. I must have something that can tell us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. We're gonna reload. Wait, crap. I wish it didn't default to the autosave up there. I gotta find, where's my save? There we go. I'll read some more in the chat while I'm floundering. Get it, flounder, like a fish. Crystal says, or that Weedle says, Crystal, ahoy! Crystal says, ahoy! Weedle says, ah, nice. Crystal says, nice. There's some washed and rolling. Crystal says, I'm free of finals! Everybody else, does anybody else have finals left? Weedle said, the mountain or that one canyon? I've spent 19.25 days of my life here. So yeah, it's because the mountains. Supposedly what it is that the mountains are high enough that as the clouds come into the valley, into the Salt Lake Valley, they get a lot of their moisture squeezed out. And so when there's storm clouds, it's like a powdery snow instead of like a sludgy snow. And so that's why we got apparently the best snow on earth trademark. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just say that the answer is, crap, it should be the autopsy. He died instantly. I'm gonna try it. Even though estimated time of death isn't listed. No. I don't want to brute force this, but I'm gonna have to brute force this soon. I am stumped. Let's see, Wendy says, I gotta see if Beef Longer butchers this. Beowulf says, hello, lonely man. Hey, Beowulf, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so what happened before 10:10? I could do the calendar. Why not? Let's just go through everything. No. Why am I so bad at this game? I feel like I've got to be like missing something here. I should not have let like days pass between like at this point. Okay, it's not the attorney's badge. Advertisement showing an orca dressed up like a pirate. It was dropped by the Penguin. Crime scene photos taken in the orca pool room. Orca cross section. Pearls apparently entered the staff corridor. Anyone can use command her as long as they know the right signals. I know it's gonna be that the headbutting was the hat trick, but it doesn't matter. We can do the coin? Sure, let's try the coin. I'm gonna need a hint soon. I don't think I've been this stumped in a long time. Let's see if the autosave is where we saved. It doesn't sound like it, because I don't hear the do-do-do-do. Oh, it is, here we go. Okay. Quick Katie said, I come to make wish. Dragon's supposed to arrive. Gets killed instead, so I'm suspected. Oh, so it's like a Dragon Ball type of a thing? You summon the dragon? I didn't know Shenron could be assassinated. Widow says, on my following birthday is, my following birthday is soon. Oh, that's right, because you're 1 year, 10 months, 29 days. When he said, bro is wearing jeans, is that wrong? Should I not be wearing jeans? Okay, we are just going to brute force this, apparently. Did we? Yeah, we're just gonna go through one at a time, because I honestly have no idea. Swashbuckler Flyer. No, not Swashbuckler Flyer. Let's see. Weedle says to Wendy, we play or you busy? Wendy says laughing. Crystal says laughing. Wendy said, bro, I've been getting into it. I'm kind of rocking with it. Okay, so what season are you starting with? Are you starting with the one weird Italy season? Because that one's all right, but it has kind of it's strangely more like of a through line, storyline. Wait. Oh, crap. No, the autosave was after I lost hit points. I don't want that. The point of save scumming is to have full life. So Wendy, I gotta ask, if you've been rocking Lupin the Third, who is your favorite Lupin character? Wendy said Logan would be a Zenigata enjoyer. What is that supposed to mean? Is that bad? Yeah, we're just brute forcing this. We're brute forcing it. Because I don't know what else to do. I am so stumped. I promise we'll get back to interesting gameplay in a minute. What he says, I watched a bunch of out of context Lupin videos and I was like, I gotta see this right away. What's weird, it's one of those anime that's been around like forever. And so there's like a billion different, oh, sorry, I thought the music stopped for a second. So there's like a billion different seasons of it and like a whole bunch of movies and some of them like vary pretty dramatically in terms of tone. Like, cause some Lupin stuff is very funny and goofy. What?
TTS, I heard part 2 was like the best one to start with, so I started with it. I am pretty sure that's the Italy season. I think Jigen is probably my fave, not gonna lie.
Crap, I thought Italy was part 4. Because I think part 1 and 2 are both with his green jacket. Part 3, I think, is with the red jacket. Part 4 is with the blue jacket. Well, yeah, that's what I should ask. I should ask what color of jacket does he have. But I could see you liking Jigen. But like I said, some of the movies are just like so... Let's try this. So dramatically different. Like some of them are, like I said, are goofy and are funny. What? We've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10. This does that? No! I was specifically asking myself what piece of evidence shows what happened before 10:10. And all I do is present evidence that only shows what happened at 10:10, 10:09 and 10:10. No. I loved this chapter up until this moment. I hate it now. I hate it. That was the worst. I wasted like 10 minutes of my life I will never get back brute forcing that. And after the fact, it still makes no sense. We've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10:10 a.m., which means there's still footage going further back that we need to check. I mean, that makes sense, but that's not what you asked for, Phoenix. Your Honor, I request that all of the security footage be played for the court. All of the footage? Mr. Plume witnessed the cloud of blood at around 10:10 a.m., but I believe the victim was already dead by that time. So your assertion is that the murder took place before Mr. Plume arrived? Exactly. The security camera footage starts at 10 o'clock a.m. when the aquarium opened. And I believe there is vital evidence in the 10 minutes before. I hate this. I hate this. I'm still not over that evidence. You're quite the gambling man, right, Dono? Are you honestly willing to risk everything on those mere 10 minutes? I've bet on slimmer chances before, but when he puts it that way... Ah! My boss is no coward, Prosecutor Blackwell, so I suggest you get ready to eat humble pie. Oh, I can't back down now. Oh, crap, wrong button. There we go. Well, if the defense is that confident in its importance, Prosecutor Blackwell, the security footage. Was this a trap? Is there bad stuff beforehand? Fulbright. I missed you! Thank you. That cheers me up from that horrible cross-examination. Roger, I have the rest of the security footage right here. Very well. Please play it for the court. Please have something for me. This is what it looked like at 10:10 a.m. The witness can be seen here. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to see Pearl down there because she, like, right around this time would have wandered into the staff corridor to run into Marlon Rhymes. All right, I'll just back the footage up to the beginning now. All right, so that's 1 minute before. Are we going to see, like, little slides for every minute? Okay, there is 10:06, so she isn't there yet. It appears Mr. Plume hadn't arrived yet at this point. Now to see if I can find something from before this point in time. Okay, yeah, more swimming. More swimming. Yeah, more swimming. Lots more swimming. Just lots of swimming. Yeah, lots of swimming. Yeah. Is that it? Yup, that's all the footage there is. Well, Mr. Wright, did you see what you were looking for? We got nothing. Don't say that out loud. Let's see. I gotta check also what he says to Weedle. I'm down to play. Give me like 10 minutes. Weedle says, yippee. Crystal says, I'm just relaxing. Drawing. What are you drawing? Crystal, I always love your drawings. I mentioned before, I especially love the way you draw teeth for some reason. But what are you drawing, Crystal, if you don't mind me asking? Assuming it's appropriate to talk about, not like inappropriate drawings. Weedle says, Logan, he has feet in order to kick puppies, but no legs, like an Among Us guy. Does that mean I also have like no arms or anything, but occasionally hands will just materialize? Am I the imposter? Weedle, am I a sussy baka? Weedle says to Crystal, nice, says, and my actual birthday, too, is July 1st. That's right, because it's a little bit before mine, because mine is 2 days later, July 3rd. Okay. Well, right, Dono. Those were the 10 minutes you placed your bet on. Did you see anything of significance? Did I see anything important? I better think about this carefully. In the footage we see... I'm gonna save... Because this feels like a trap. I'm also gonna keep staggering. I mean, I didn't see anything important. Can we look at those pictures again in the court record? Wait, no, that's the swashbuckler video. We want to look at the other thing. Here we go. Oh, it's still only 2 pages. So we can't even review things. So I'm gonna guess no. We could see nothing of importance in that footage. Just as I thought. Ha ha ha! Oh, you're right about that. That section was completely meaningless. It doesn't show a thing. That's why I didn't submit it as evidence. No. It's just the opposite. Oh, is it because we don't see anything suspicious that means that we would have seen Orla attack him? I think that's, or maybe we don't see his body like descend in the water to fall down there, and so he was already down there. No, it's just the opposite. I hate Smug Phoenix, though. He's never earned it. What do you mean by that? Ha! In this 10 minutes of footage, something important should be there, but isn't. The important that should be there isn't there? Something important that should be there isn't there. Detective Fulbright, this footage should have been submitted as evidence. What? Are you questioning the way I carry my duty to justice? I mean, in retrospect, I kind of have to, though I don't want to anymore. Let's see, when he was saying he has the red jacket. Okay, I want to say that's the 3rd series, but maybe it's the 2nd. I could be wrong, but that one is the one that I first started watching, the red jacket series. Did you ever see, Studio Ghibli made a Lupin the Third movie, because they've had like tons of movies, but there's the castle of I think it's the castle of Dr. Cagliostro, or it might not have doctor, it might just be the castle of Cagliostro. It's really good. Apparently it was highly influential for Steven Spielberg when he was directing Raiders of the Lost Ark back in the 70s. Is that when that movie came out? It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, Wendy, I highly recommend it if you can track it down. I'm sure it's got to be on some streaming services. And, oh, there's a clip from Wendy Crap. I dread to see what this is, because I have been, like I said, floundering for so long tonight. This has been probably my least proud start of a stream here. Oh crap, it's still cutting off the titles, but this clip from Wendy is titled, "This is some kind of Season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh!" And then it's cut off after that. But I think we get the impression. I feel bad because I love Wendy's titles so much.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see that one.
You need to. I mean, I don't want to overhype it, because sometimes, including that movie, I think when I saw it, it became a little overhyped for me, to the point where when I saw it, it was almost a little bit of a letdown. But like, objectively speaking, it is a really, really good movie. It's a lot of fun. It's just a great, like, just lots of fun action. A good Lupin the Third movie. The downside is, okay, but I need to tell you this. If you watch it in English, for some reason they had a hard time with the rights to it, because Arsène Lupin is like an actual character from books. And I think that for some reason Lupin hadn't entered the public domain yet. And so when they did the English version, they weren't allowed to call him Lupin. And so instead they call him the Wolf, because Lupin means wolf. So if you watch it, like, don't get confused if they don't refer to Lupin as Lupin. Like, they couldn't. And it also doesn't have the same voice actors as the modern day stuff. Like, I want to say it's Tony Oliver that plays Lupin in the English dub of the modern stuff, the Red Jacket seasons. But also because so many of the movies have been done by different people, he's had like a billion different voice actors. But Tony Oliver is phenomenal. Okay, so let's watch this clip. I'm sure it's just me frustrated. It's so dramatically different. Like, some of them are, like I said, are goofy and are funny. What? We've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10. This does not know. I was specifically asking myself, what piece of evidence shows what happened before 10:10? And all I do is present evidence that only shows what happened at 10:10, 10:09 and 10:10. No. I hope I'm not the only one that hated that.
Until this moment.
I hate it now. I hate it. That was the worst. I wasted like 10 minutes of my life I will never get back brute forcing that, and after the fact, it still makes no sense. Let's try this. I stand by my estimation of that whole thing, and I hope that in the Ace Attorney fandom, more people dislike that, because I maintain that was bull crap. When he says, Phoenix Wright, the type of dude to say, whew, that was a close one, to wipe comically large bead of sweat from his forehead. And like, not even like, you know, wiping it like that, but it's like with a full forearm, whew, and then like flicking it off like that. Yes, Crystal said, I don't know how to do NSFW art, so no worries, Logan. Well, I'm not even necessarily saying NSFW, I'm just saying inappropriate. It might be art that encourages people to commit crimes like bank robberies and things like that. I think that is also inappropriate. Okay, let's play a little bit more here. Mr. Wright, explain yourself, please. What is this important thing that you say should be in the footage, but isn't? Oh, crap, I don't know. Let me look at the pictures again. Why are you like this, game? So it might be the hat? Because the whale didn't have the hat. Okay, maybe we can present this piece of evidence, because it shows a hat. Okay, so the body wasn't in the footage. The coins also weren't, so it could be that. The whistle, no, the security footage, the fish, walkie-talkie, a calendar, coin. Okay, I think it's one of these two. It'll either be the hat, or it'll just be the body itself, right? All right, we saved. Let's try it. Let's try this and see if it'll be one of the things where you're gonna point to something in the picture and it's gonna be the hat, or it's gonna be the body.
Take that!
And what is the problem you perceive if that particular object isn't in the footage?
Crap! There is no problem, which is exactly why it is a problem, right? No. While I admire your enthusiasm, please don't think you can wing it on enthusiasm alone. I would further like to suggest that your attitude is a problem, Mr. Wright. My apologies, Your Honor. I'm gonna reload. Okay, so then in that case, it's gotta be the other one, yeah? So let's try that then. I don't think I've ever had this bad of luck with evidence before. Present the body! The important thing we should see in the footage is the victim himself, Jack Shipley. I don't know about you, but I didn't see him get in the pool in that footage. Oh! Oh, that's right! If the victim is not shown entering the pool in this footage, it means that he must have been there by the Skull Rock during those 10 minutes. But no human being can hold their breath underwater for that long. Well, wait a minute, are you saying... Ha! When the security camera started up at 10 a.m., the victim was already dead! Okay, so at least we got that. I need to ask you guys something. So speaking of like nobody could hold their breath underwater for 10 minutes, which I guess is probably true. I know there's some like deep sea pearl divers that I think have like world record attempt. breathing or holding your breath underwater things. I need to know, am I the only one? This happens to me every time I watch a TV show or a movie where somebody's underwater. Am I the only one that like instinctively tries to hold my breath too, and then gets really nervous when it goes over like 30 seconds or 45 seconds or however long I can actually hold my breath? I mean, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate underwater scenes like that so much. Bill said, did you, I really love the Dual Destinies cross-examination theme. It's so good. Oh, wait, Spirit of Justice said Dual Destiny's good, but Spirit of Justice, well, I haven't experienced it yet, so if it's better than this one. I don't have anything against the music in this one. My complaints with this game, other than that one question, are with me that I guess I'm just not getting it. But we will get to there. I also want to find out what games, because we're getting closer, and I'm looking at one or two one-off little games that we can play in between this and Spirit of Justice. I am leaning toward Class of 09 and Bad End Theater. But there are other things too, like somebody had suggested, oh crap, what's that horror game that's so popular now that I just, that was free on Steam? The one with the little raccoon guy. That probably doesn't describe it very well, but anyway. What? Hubba, finally we're moving on. Order in the court. If that's the case, then when was the victim murdered? I don't know, Your Honor, but we now know it had to have been sometime before 10 a.m. Therefore, this footage can no longer be called decisive evidence against my client.
But there is no one else who could have killed the victim.
Not necessarily. The defense believes that the true culprit may have been human. And we have evidence to back up our theory as well.
Do you now? I would be very interested in seeing this evidence.
So that's gotta be the bloody coin, right? The defense's trump card. That thing we found during our investigation yesterday. I wouldn't go so far as to call it decisive, but now's the time to play it. Very well, Mr. Wright, please submit your evidence. What evidence shows that the crime may have been committed by a human? And we're gonna say before we do this, in case the game is tricking me into, lulling me into a false sense of security. It's the coin, right? Please be the coin, please be the coin. Please be the coin. Oh, thank goodness. Let's see, Crystal said, just a chibi guy with a fox hoodie. Oh, it's adorable. Make sure that you post it in the Discord chat when you're done, if that's okay. What he says, Lupin becomes the alpha. Oh, the alpha wolf. Want to see a picture of Lupin howling at the moon. And then Crystal says, Class of 09, in all caps. And then Class of 09999. Is that a crossover between 999, the Noonery Games 999, and Class of 09? So I'm getting a very faint vibe, Crystal. They may be a fan of 09, and I'm getting dangerously close to catching them on the chat, so I should probably play some game. What's this, a coin? Yes, a fake coin used in the aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. This coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon. This tiny little coin is the murder weapon? Oh, Mr. Wright, if this is another one of your bluffs.
As they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident the solicitor.
I feel like we probably should have gotten the blood on the coin tested before court. Because it would probably be even more decisive evidence if we can say, like, look, this blood matches the victim's. Oh, this is no bluff. And this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins in all, weighing a total of about 7 pounds. This one just happens to have blood on it.
Did you have the blood analyzed to see whose it is?
Yeah, did you, Phoenix? Not yet. But there were coins scattered all around the body, and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So, put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of the pool, one of them with a blood stain on it. I think the answer is pretty clear here. Your Honor! Ha! The defense proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool! The side of the pool? But if the murder took place there, it would be difficult to say the orca did it. I hope that should be enough then. It's not the orca. It's somebody who walks on the land. I realize you're trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once? It'd be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature. And so where is this bag the coins were in? Unfortunately, Your Honor, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. It's possible the culprit took it with them. They took it? Murder's one thing, but bag thievery? I don't believe it. How far our country has stumbled. The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. They then threw the body into the pool before the security cameras started up. And then they left, taking the bag of coins, the bag the coins were in with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla. That was brilliant, Mr. Wright. You found a way to introduce the possibility of a human perpetrator. Yeah, somehow. Let's hope my luck holds out. I wonder why Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything. The possibility of a perpetrator other than the defendant has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Ms. Plume witness? It was the stealing of the hat. That's right. I saw the killer whale attack the victim, just like it did a year ago, singing a song. I guess there still is that. Even with somebody else that's the culprit, Orla's behavior still seems pretty bizarre. I wonder why she was doing the same thing she did a year ago. But is it really that bizarre? What do you mean? To explain the inexplicable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around. Turn our thinking around, huh? Wow, that's something you've never told me before. Sounds good to me. Okay, so it's gonna be that he was stealing the hat, obviously, like we saw in the stunt show. That was the headbutting. That's what she was doing, because we saw it in the footage. And plus, like earlier in the video, she didn't have a hat, then she had a hat. So we know that. And the reason why she did is probably because we have that whistle that issues commands. And so that'll point to someone who worked at the aquarium as having to be the culprit, because it would have to be someone who's familiar with the commands from the whistle. Time to give the old turn my thinking around method a try. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, I should consider the results that were produced by her behavior this time around. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla, then they would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place. Mr. Wright, as her lawyer, how do you explain your client's actions? I believe we should think of it in this way, Your Honor. What kind of effect did Orla's actions have on the case? Very well, then why don't you explain it for the court? How did the defendant's actions affect the case? Save. Crap. Save. Save. They created a witness, they killed the victim, they got rid of evidence. They created a witness. Yeah, they created a witness, right? Because the actions obviously aren't what killed the victim. And it doesn't seem to be disposing of evidence, so it should be created a witness? Ms. DePlume focused her attention on the orca pool because she heard the song. The orca's act of singing the song created a witness. Created a witness? Isn't it possible that fabricating a witness was the real culprit's true intention? After all, Ms. DePlume witnessed two things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the orca bite the victim. Those two actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the orca was attacking the victim. Oh, also in the chat, I see Queen Katie is saying, slay the princess, please. Should I do a poll? I can do a long poll. I don't know if this poll is gonna get much traction because it is a sleepier stream. Next game after Dual Destinies. Oh, no, I'll say next, in parentheses, short game. So we're gonna have class of 09, slay the princess, bad, and theater. And we'll go, I guess we'll might as well allow some extra voting. And we're gonna do a full-on 10-minute long poll. Give you plenty of time to cast your votes on that. Oh, I should have put the that spooky raccoon game, but I don't remember the name of it. Are you saying that the defendant was being manipulated by the true perpetrator? Exactly, and that would explain Orla's actions perfectly. But the defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her? Yes, there is a way to manipulate Orla's behavior. With this, it's gonna be the whistle.
Take that!
Yay, see, I was so confident I didn't even need to scum my saves. Is this a whistle? Yes, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use whistles to issue commands to Orla. But in truth, anyone could do it, provided they know the right signals. Oh, that must be how they got Orla to do tricks for their pirate shows. The true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then, when Ms. de Plume appeared, they gave Orla the commands. Ha! In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. Now I feel bad. When I saw that footage, I had assumed that that was Orla, like, going, oh my gosh, my master, my friend is underwater. I'm gonna carry him back up to the surface to breathe, and that's what the bite was. It was like, hold on, what?
In my 12 hours live.
Oh, wait, 12, are you doing a 12-hour long stream, Gallop? Thank you so much for re-upping the sub. 19 months, that is over 2 subscription babies. How are you doing, Gallop? What is it that you're streaming right now? Is it a special occasion for the 12-hour stream that you're doing? But again, thank you so much for re-upping the sub. I appreciate that. Also, wow, in the poll, Slay the Princess is really pulling ahead. Is that Queen Katie spending a lot more points than Crystal? Is that what's going on? But thank you so much, Gallop, for re-upping the sub. I really, really appreciate that. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. What? And as for you, Ms. de Plume, you were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness. I, Norma de Plume, was set up. I, Norma de Plume, writer extraordinaire, was used? No! Oh, wow, her buttons! Oh, crap, that's a lot of cleavage. I hope, does she have a shirt on under that? I hope she has a shirt on under that. I don't want to see Norma bosom. I don't want to see de Plume bosom. De Plume plumage. Ms. de Plume, please do something about your attire. That is probably the most cleavage that we've ever seen in this game. There was a lot of it in that one Edgeworth investigation scene with that one flight attendant girl, but this was not good cleavage. I can't imagine, like, that's what they decided with the 3DS. They're like, we're doing a lawyer simulator, a trial simulator. So we can do a lot of 3D. We'll do a lot of pointing. We'll have a lot of like bows and arrows and things like that pointing at the screen. Oh, and also chubby lady boob just right in your face. Okay, well, Mr. Plume, please do something about your attire. Ah! Oh, that was one wardrobe malfunction I did not want to see. It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. He just doesn't want to have her on the stand anymore. I can't blame him. I'm just saying, like, I have nothing against people being comfortable with their bodies and things like that, but I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Norma de Plume naked, especially in this whimsical, family-friendly game about murder. Let's see, Crystal says, actually, yeah, sure, Slay the Princess. Wait, Crystal, did you change your vote to Slay the Princess? Really? So you pick Slay the Princess over Class of 09? Queen Katie said, I just want him to finish one playthrough of my favorite game that I have 100%ed. Is that Slay the Princess? Oh, I don't, oh yeah, because it would be one playthrough. I would not 100% it. Now, keep in mind, when we did the sample platter stream, we did technically Slay the Princess that time. I was just kind of speed running it to get through there. I was not making the choices that I will do like normally, but yeah. Okay, let's see. It would appear that we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Black will please have the bloodstained coin analyzed. You waste your breath. Oh, has he already done it? Maybe? I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect. You did it, boss! If the crime happened beside the pool, there is no way an orca could have done it. Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in. So let me guess. Blackwell, the evidence he's going to use to try and suggest that Orla could have still done it is there was that spot beside the pool where you could stand to do the volleyball trick. And if someone was standing there, Orla would like spit the volleyball at someone. That's what knocked Athena down. And he's probably going to say that the victim, Jack Shipley, was standing there, and for some reason Orla fired the bag of coins and then like dragged him into the water. There's got to be some way that he's gonna pull something out, because otherwise, if we show it's not our client, we should just be able to go home, pat ourselves on the back, you know? Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in. In light of the new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it. What if it wasn't a bag the coins were in? Could the coins have been shoved into a fish? Because we have a fish that is conspicuously taking up space in our court record inventory here. A large quantity of fish from feeding Rifle the Penguin. Not surprisingly, his horribly fishy smell. Actually, you probably couldn't fit 300 coins in there. But I mean, maybe the bucket of fish. Instead of filling it with fish, you fill it with. Would that works? El Kabonging him with a. In that case, why would you even need the coins? I would imagine a bucket of fish is probably heavy enough to be a weapon in and of itself. In light of the new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it. Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves to be that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation. Okay, you know what might happen? What if Blackwell's gonna say, all right, it wasn't Orla, it was Sasha, and then we just get a new defendant for the second day of the trial. We'll go back and investigate some more, and then have another day where we defend her instead of a whale.
Objection!
Here it comes! So he's either going to say, he broke the chains. So that means we gotta be close to the end of the trial day, right? So he's either going to say that Orla still could have done it with the volleyball trick, or that this is gonna be Sasha and now we need to defend her instead. Overturn the defendant's accusation? I think not. Yak! But a new one grows back. My hair! My beautiful hair! Why, beautiful's a strong word, Phoenix. Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said, the moment you relax is when you are most vulnerable. And what did this man go in for? He is merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and again. But Raidono here would be easier to hook than any fish. Ooh! That hawk sure does love the judge's head. I think is Taka a boy or a girl? Is Taka maybe a female hawk with maternal instincts and thinks the judge's head is an egg? Are we gonna hatch the judge's head and get a baby judge? Oh, and the bag! Wait, so Blackwell already found the bag with blood on it? Oh, what's this? The coin from beforehand? Some sort of bag? A bag? I don't think I'm gonna like this. And it has the same logo as the volleyball. This is the coin bag the 300 coins were in. I believe you were looking for this. How did you get that? I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally, I had it sent to the crime lab. Again, this is... You should be disbarred for this. Like, defense should be allowed to know. Let me read some more in the chat, though. Queen Katie said, also, I'm back on PC! The dragon has died, and now I'm a suspect. What was your wish going to be, if you don't mind me asking, Queen Katie? And hang on, I need a sip of water. We're over 45 minutes in, and I haven't sipped my water. See... Chris with the emote, Queen Katie says, power of the 3DSs. Wow, even with Mia? Oh, we talking about Boobage? Okay, yeah, she did. Especially the worst, though, was when she would possess Pearl, and like the little robe thing would like be, the cleavage was way down the middle, because that was like possessing the body of an 8-year-old. So that was messed up. I had kind of blocked that from my memory. So you are correct. I guess this game does have a history with uncomfy cleavage, which is unfortunate. Cleavage should be nice and warm and comforting. Queen said, also really right after everything you've seen, this is what breaks you. Crystal says, I'll force Class of 09 on Kunkdor instead. I can play it too. Like, it doesn't have to be just one game. And the poll just finished with Slay the Princess winning with 80% of the vote and Queen Katie contributing 70 channel points. I'm not saying that it's a binding poll, but it's nice to get a feel for what we're looking at here. Quick Kitty said, I love Slay the Princess. And then Black Will colon, gosh dang it, it wasn't the whale. I've got the wine out and everything. I know, but okay, so this is what he's doing. He's turning around, he's gonna say that Orla spit out this bag like with the volleyball, and that it like clonked Jack Shipley over the head, and that's what killed him. That's what he's gonna say. And does the blood belong to the victim? Here's the thing. We still haven't figured out why blood was pouring out from Orla's head. What if that bag had been, like, stuffed into her blowhole? Like, whoever framed her shoved it into her blowhole, and that's why there was, like, although that was a big plume of blood in the security camera footage. And does the blood belong to the victim?
It does indeed, as does the blood on the coin.
I knew it! So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim!
The bag was open, and the coins had all spilled out. But the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as the murder weapon. However, thanks to the defense and their coin, I am more than satisfied that it was.
Prosecutor Blackwheel! Are you conceding that the true culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins?
I shall concede that the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact that it was the orca that killed the victim.
What? How can you still suspect Orla? She doesn't even like coins. She's into cryptocurrency.
You said that the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior. But Orla isn't the kind of orca that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him.
So I can't even say the line with a straight face. We're saying that Orla is the mastermind here. I don't think can animals manipulate? Well, I know, okay. I know that like dogs and cats, like dogs can give you the puppy dog eyes and cats can give you like a cute little meow or something like that to get your attention. But I don't think it's manipulation. It's solicitation. It's asking you for something. It's asking for attention, for a treat, for food. I don't think that counts as manipulation, right? Let's see, Gallop says to Queen Katie, you played the new Reverse 1999 update? Queen Katie said, nope, still need to grind. Plus, I got 6. Speaking of which, how are you feeling now, Queen Katie? The new cough syrup that you're taking, are you feeling better? Gallop said, I got a bit sick last week. That only lasted for 3 or 4 days, lucky. In my family, apparently my grandfather, he died before I was born, so I never knew him, but he had like a saying, for lack of a better term, that with colds, it's always 3 days coming, 3 days there, and 3 days going. And that seems about right. Most colds that I get seem to be, that's like 9 days, yeah, that, maybe a week and a half. Queen Katie said, I've been coughing for a whole week. The torture I'm in wanting to stream, but I can't. Gallop said, there's a sickness going around. Apparently, yeah, all the way across the pond, too. But I hope that the cough syrup is helping, Queen Katie. What? But are you arguing that the orca manipulated a human being?
To prove it, I have summoned another witness.
Oh, it's gonna be Marlon Rhymes, right? And the whole point of evidence is gonna be he's dumb. He's easy to manipulate. Yeah, there we go.
Marlon Rhymes, take the stand.
Marlon Rhymes is a witness? Okay, so we've again, like I said, we pretty much confirmed that Norma DePlume probably isn't the culprit. That leaves 3 other possibilities, because it's obviously not the orca. It is either Marlon Rhymes, it could be Sasha Buckler, or it could be this Dr. Krabs guy that we haven't met yet. It could be Dr. Crab. Is it Crab or Crabs? I can't remember if it's singular or plural. I'll be a bit disappointed if the suspect is someone we haven't met before the first day of the trial, but it could very well be. I don't think it'll be Sasha Buckler. I know that Queen Katie pointed out that we have been hired onto a case by the true culprit before, like what happened with the Kataki case and all that stuff. So that is possible, but I don't think that's going to be. Marlon, though, I mean, he could be the murderer. There was the whole weird thing that was very specific with the time frame for when he ran into Pearl in the food preparation room. And there was also something that was odd, like he didn't want to be found that he was in there or something like that. So that is suspicious. But he also, you look at, he seems dumb. And maybe that's an act. Maybe he's really like smart and cunning, or maybe he is just a dumb murderer and he got really lucky that there was a whale. I don't know what to think.
Well, don't just stand there. State your name.
I told you I didn't want to be a witness.
I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt. But apparently right donor won't be satisfied until every stone is turned.
Well, son of a... Oh, I should not say that word in here. I was going to say gun. All right, fine. If I gotta talk, then let's get this over with. Mr. Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness. Well, it's probably because he has an inappropriate friendship with a 17-year-old girl that he doesn't want to see the light of day. I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about. So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness? Oi, yo, ho, ho, people of the law, time to testify. Chilling with my crew at the ship shape. Orcas, penguin, and the seascape. Cleaning in feet and there ain't no end. But them bratty kids tours I shall transcend. Noob animal keepers from the house of rhymes. I'm the master keeper, mauling with the rhymes. Crap, is this cross-examination? Is this testimony gonna be in rhyming couplets? Oh my, I'm afraid I couldn't understand a word you said. Is that flip-flop music young people nowadays like?
Instead of hip-hop.
So close, Your Honor. So close, and yet so far. Please proceed with your testimony, witness, without the flip-flop. Okay, fine. But I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out. Oh, crap, Sasha. Is he going to implicate Sasha? No, or maybe it's because Sasha cares about Orla. Witness testimony. The man manipulating Orca. Okay, let me read some more comments in the chat, by the way. I am very close to catching up. Quick Kitty said, I could check the wiki for Taka. Wiki says male. Okay, so are there any species of birds where the male sits on the eggs? I'm sure there's gotta be, because like birds are highly intelligent and some of them do like pair bond for life. So there's gotta be like some species of birds where like the males take turns sitting on the eggs, maybe? Quick Kitty said, the in-game wish was to find the protag's sister, blah, blah, but my wish was to hoard all of the world's mint to max. What does mint do in the game? I can't remember. I don't think we even reached a point where mint was a thing when we played Genshin, but yeah, I forgot. That's the protagonist's whole thing, is trying to find his sister. How many years has he been looking for, he or she, I guess the male looking for a sister, you know, or female protag looking for the brother. I'm going to assume, since you said sister, that you're playing the male protagonist. How many years has he been looking for his sister? And I feel like at this point, he had to just go, you know, she's probably dead. We're just having adventures. We're meeting waifus. You don't need a sister when you have that many waifus. Just saying. At about 10:10 a.m., I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. See, so it is the volleyball thing.
TTS mint, food, buffs, yippee. In the new update, the siblings will meet face to face.
Oh wait, well, so the story is actually advanced? Because I figured, it sounds like that the story ends, right, if you find your sibling. And so it just sounds like that's just never going to happen. That there's never going to be like a conclusion to the story, because the story needs to keep going with new gotchas and new waifus and things like that. So mint, food, buffs, yippee. So mint gives you buffs then? Okay, I think that is the info that I am gathering from that, is that mint buffs you. So thank you very much for the TTS crystal. I appreciate that. So that gives us a little more info about the area around the orca pool. Orca pool diagram updated in the court record. Oh, it was? It has information about the pool area around the orca pool. The first and second floor of the pool area is about 6 feet. Oh, is it because it showed there was an extra door up there? The defendant made the stuff fall down?
Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool room floor. There is no doubt that it was the orca that caused the mess.
But could she really have done that from within the pool?
As I said, the orca is the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. But when our rhyming Marlin took a look-see, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to me.
What is he, the jail gossip?
So, how did 400 pounds of items fall at once? I'll tell you how. The orca pulled the cloth that was underneath them.
Oh, and there's the picture of the coin. So this is obviously not what happened then. It was going to be the volleyball trick, right? Let's see. Queen Gator said, Blackwell, you saying Orla was like, oh, hey, Captain, mind standing over there for me? Bam! I think that is what Blackwell was saying. Says, Queen Gator said, I'm getting better. Less and less coughs. My nose is still rude, though. Boo. Fingers crossed. It gets better by June. Okay, the worst phase of any cold for me is at the end where you're basically better, except as soon as it's like time to go to sleep, nose gets congested. It's like lay down, and then suddenly nose is like, I'm going to stop breathing. And then it's like all clogged up because you need your sleep to get better. It's the worst. Crystal says, I feel like the trainer that died earlier has a connection, because why would they show that if it isn't important? Okay, so Crystal, here's what I believe the connection is. And we're going to see this like a bunch. So the picture of the trainer, we see these tooth marks that are that's the pirate sword walkie-talkie thing. And there's like a tooth missing there. So I think it's somehow gonna match up with dental records to show that Orla was missing a tooth. Because also a minute ago, when we were seeing all the stuff that was knocked down, there was that dummy that they did practice stuff on that also had bite marks in him. And there was, I think, one point where a tooth was missing. And so we're somehow gonna show like connections to show like that was bitten. And when we saw his body also in these pictures, we can see the bite mark right here, but also notice it doesn't go all the way through to his skin. So I'm going to assume that this is going to show that, yes, that she was biting him, but it didn't cut through the flesh. We still don't know what that bruise on his hand is for, though. Also, in this previous picture, it's interesting because we see the big red scarf. Do we not see it over here? Why do we not see the big red scarf? Because that was a whole thing in the flyer. It says here, featuring the dashing red stash with a fluttering red scarf. And he has a scarf. In one photo, he has the scarf, and in the next, he doesn't. Why does he have it here, but not here? That's got to be important, right? I didn't even notice that before. That's got to be significant. Also, and there's his walkie-talkie is missing. So maybe his is the one that we found. I think we had assumed it was rifles that we found, but his isn't in its sheath. Can we see it here? No, we can't see it. Okay, so I'm noticing little details which may or may not be important.
A weight that would be all but impossible for a human to move was child's play to an orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall, and the bag of coins that was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, which is what Ms. de Plume saw.
Oh, yeah. But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. That doesn't automatically mean that make it the sound of orca making the items fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? That orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon her trainer. But I'm still a newbie, so I don't have a security card to get into the pool room yet. Then how did you open the... So it sounds like the security card doesn't like unlock the lock. It just makes you authorized to be there. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it. I see. So the witness couldn't enter the crime scene. Objection! If Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room, there's at least one thing he can't be sure about. His statement was that the orca was playing volleyball is purely speculation. Silence.
Whether the orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue. Traces of the orca's saliva were found on the cloth that was underneath the crates. The important point is that the orca is the only one that could have moved the items.
Okay, so, obviously something else. Yes, so Orla did pull on that, or at least bite it, but we don't know why. Arg! I have to discredit that statement somehow. If I don't, I still love that this is our client. Just so happy. No, I'm a whale. If I don't, it'd mean that Orla was the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool. All right, finally, cross-examination. So we're gonna save. I'll read some more in the chat. Then we're gonna press every statement and then present some evidence. So at least we're back on track to making progress here. An hour into stream. Normally, like lately, I should say, the first hour is like been flying by in the streams, but the first 10 minutes of this one, man, that alone felt like an eternity. Let's see, gotta read some more though. Quick80 said, I was grinning so much knowing you had to voice this guy during the trial. Wait, this guy? Rhymes, Marlon Rhymes? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with him. I am still so non-confident in anything I am doing with this guy, so I hope you're enjoying it. Crystal laughing, Quick80 said it does not get better. Mint is just an ingredient for cooking. It's all over the in-game world, but I have a friend with the nickname Mint, so I'm hoarding them in their honor on this alt. Oh, that's cute. Quick80 said, Genshin has been running for 4 years. Yeah, so the siblings been gone for 4 years. Said, we got a lot of lore with the siblings, lol. You would think, but no, so many twists. Crystal says, the story actually advanced? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm confused by that. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, let's play some more. We're gonna press every statement and then we'll figure out what evidence we're gonna present. At about 10:10 a.m., I was in the staff room.
Hold it!
Are you sure about the time you were in the staff room? Wait, no. 10:10 a.m. wasn't that the time that Pearl saw him in the food preparation room? Do any of our court record items? It was accidentally switched with Pearl's calendar around 10:10 a.m. and that was in the food prep room, right? I think. So that's gonna be the lie. What? Yes, I'm sure. So he's lying because he's not supposed to be in the food prep room. That was like the secret that Pearl wasn't supposed to tell. That was with her like psyche lock or something. I'm pretty good with time. I have never been late to work once. If he's sure about the time, then there's something wrong with that statement. I better take another look through the court record. All right, please continue with your testimony, Mr. Rhymes. Okay, so that's gonna be it. We'll still press on the other statements anyway, just in case we get anything else important. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. You heard the noise all the way in the staff room? That's right. The Orca pool room and the staff room are pretty close to each other. Yeah, so see, he was down here in that way, but there's a nap room? Is this the first time we've seen there's a nap room? So yeah, he was downstairs in the food prep room, so he couldn't have seen it. So unless we don't know how far it is to stairs or an elevator, did he just like look in up through the water? Anyway, I heard the noise, so I went to the door to the pool room. But I don't have a security card, so all I could do was look through the door crack. What kind of noise did you hear? Want me to describe it? Oh, yes, your word up. Oh, wait, you gotta let me read. The crash, boom, bowing down to relativity. Everything follow with sweet simplicity. This testimony, yo, it ain't got no fallacies. Things falling and breaking was pure insanity. Hang on, can we look at the history? What was the statement that he said? So, your word up, courtroom number 4.
That was a shout out to all of us.
Kinda like that. The whale was rapping. I was quoting the whale. Okay, but why the need to rap it? Well, I didn't really get all of that. In any case, I gather it was a very loud noise. Very well, please describe what you saw at the scene. I couldn't see the captain or the orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. So if he was downstairs, he wouldn't have been able to see the ground to be able to see that, right? Sequin Katie said, sibling could be bad, could not actually be our sibling. It's a lot. Okay, I was gonna say I worry about a game from Japan where a sibling turns out to not be a sibling, but then I realized this game's actually from China, not Japan. Because that's a whole thing that they do like way too often in Japan, where it's like, this is your younger sister, and this is your younger sister, your older brother, and things like that. They're like, what? You're not blood related. Time to bust out the Oni-chan stuff, and then things get weird. Gross. Quick said, right? The nose is so mean at night. Wait, the nose? The nose is so mean at night? The nose is so mean at night. Oh, first we're sleeping. We're trying to, okay. I thought we were talking about a character in the game, and I'm like, the nose? Okay, the nose, yes, when you lay down to go to sleep. Now I understand what we're talking about. But it's the worst. It is the worst. Now, what did you do? Do you have any like home remedies? What I always do I sleep with my head elevated. And I don't know if this is like an actual thing, but this is what I've always done my entire life since I was a kid. If your nose is clogged on the right-hand side, I sleep on the left side. And like the idea is I think it's supposed to like drain down in the empty space. If it's clogged on the left side, then I sleep on the right side. It's like whatever side is clogged, I always make sure that that's like the higher up of the two sides to help with drainage. But I don't know if that's real or if that's just like placebo effect. But I don't know. You couldn't see the victim? I was just looking through the door crack. I guess all that stuff was blocking my view. I did notice a whole bunch of coins scattered all over the place though. But at the time, I had no idea the captain was dead. Okay, so if he was downstairs and he looked through the he still could have seen coins scattered because we found them at the bottom of the pool, right? The extra ones.
Killed by gold coins. Ironic, isn't it? Perhaps the orca wanted to be paid for her labor, paid in coins raining from the skies. Noises.
Coins raining from the skies? He make it sound almost poetic. But the hard truth is that those coins were actually the murder weapon.
We all deserve to be paid for our work, do we not? I shall have a fine meal tonight.
If you find our client guilty, that is, Mr. Rhymes, do you have a theory on how the things got knocked down?
Of course I do. The orca knows there's a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her.
See, I would have thought that was going to be the statement. So again, we're probably going to present evidence on the time frame thing, but this has got to be important later, right? She uses this ball and does a spike, right? We had a nice little demonstration of Orla's spike for ourselves just yesterday.
If you stand on the mark on the floor, the orca spikes the ball at you. Taka is good at flying straight at its target as well, and I see plenty of targets right here in this room.
I want to be heights too. Everybody's so busy protecting their head, they forgot about the trial, except for Marlon. Marlon Rhymes apparently doesn't care about his head. I like that we're all cowards. That makes you not have to feel bad about being a coward. Including you!
Tell them what the defendant caused to happen.
Well, the orca knows people stand in a certain spot for volleyball. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain.
From now on, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have my eyes wide open whenever he's talking. If Vero gets here, I hope we see Vero. We missed Vero last time. Then that'll probably freak out Vero, but it'll be worth it for the bit. Are you saying you think she knocked down the items on purpose? Or rather, are you saying that the whale knocked down the items on porpoise? Huh?
I don't want to believe it myself, but that orca's pretty smart. It'd be easy for her to pull the cloth stuff, the cloth the stuff was on while she was playing volleyball. Orcas are really strong. One good pull and all those things would come crashing down.
I guess maybe an orca could be strong enough to make that much stuff fall.
I've never seen an orca play tug of war myself. But the fact is, this one did. The traces of orca saliva found on the cloth prove it. How long do you plan to walk tightrope on those shaky theories of yours?
Wait until you see me do acrobatics! I learned that from a circus guy in a wheelchair who's a murderer! Moments like these are what I became a lawyer again for. I don't know why, but Mr. Rhymes is lying. I'm afraid I have to expose that secret he and Pearls were keeping to resolve this. So yeah, it's gonna be the first statement, obviously, with a calendar. I will save just in case the game is gonna be a jerk to me and decide that I'm wrong in like how I present this, because it's gonna be the calendar. But okay, we gotta go present. We want calendar. This thing, present.
Objection!
There we go. You say you were in the staff room, but is that really true?
Of course it's true. Why would I lie about a thing like that?
Mr. Rhymes, have you ever seen this calendar before?
Hey, that's...
I see you recognize it.
Yeah, that's the rifle calendar. It's a big hit at the Shipshape Aquarium gift shop. Thank you for shopping at Shipshape.
Hey, Mr. Rhymes, please refrain from scattering fish around the witness stand. Oh, I forgot. He's like literally doing that. That's not just a thing. He is literally dumping fish everywhere. Huh?
Hey Logan, sorry I'm late. Took Bruno for a long walk today because he wasn't letting me go weed some flower beds, but now I'm tired too, so I'll do that tomorrow.
Jorge, again, never apologize. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you were able to go on a long walk with him. I feel like those moments with pets are especially important. I feel like that, especially lately, because I had to take my cat to the vet last week, and that's always stressful for me. And so I don't know, she's been very lovey-dovey after she got back, and I just think that's important. So Jorge, other than that, how are you doing? Other than feeling tired after the long walk, how are you doing? And I feel you on the de-weeding. My neighborhood is just overflowing with dandelions, which I don't mind how they look, but like nobody else wants the dandelion fluff blowing into their yards. So, you know, it's important to like keep on top of that. But Jorge, so good to see you. How are you? Let me read a couple more comments to the chat right now. And thank you for the 10 bits, Jorge. Let's see. Quickita said, I mean, they had to remove it to take the picture. The scar, see, I don't think they did have to remove it because that would have been like messing with the crime scene, right? Maybe, but it still is just weird that one picture of the body had the scarf and the other didn't. It seems like too specific to be, I mean, it might just be an art mistake as well, but I feel like it seems intentional. Quickita said Orla just vibing with her beady eyes. Crystal said, love this rap for real. Quickita said, suggestion, why not give him a speedy high voice during the rapping? Might make it easier to keep up and it'll be funny. I mean, I could try it. I'm not sure if I can do that. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot the next time, but no promises that it'll actually be funny. I might just crash and burn. And Crystal says, our twin belongs to Teyvat. We are not. Is Teyvat like the big bad in Genshin or something like that? I don't know how that works. Quickity said, the out of context things we could say about Genshin. It's amazing. See, I don't get it. Crystal says, wow, I can't believe my eyes. And Queen Katie says, bull chucker? Is that like a curse word in Genshin world? Like how in A Hat in Time, conductor would call everybody a peckneck. That in Genshin you call people a bull chucker? Is that what it is? Okay, let's actually play some game. And again, Jorge, it's so good to see you and thank you so much for being here. It always lightens my day to see you popping in chat. And I'm glad that you were spending time with Bruno, even though it was a bit tiring from the sound of it. And I hope Bruno enjoyed his walk. Mr. Rhymes, please refrain from scattering fish around the witness stand.
Not to worry, your baldness. Taka will have them cleaned up in no time.
I guess that bird comes in handy now and then. All right, Mr. Wright, we have all seen your cute souvenir. Now, if you wouldn't mind. No, Your Honor, this isn't my calendar. It was originally the witness's, but it came into the possession of a certain young lady.
What?
Mr. Rhymes and this young lady first met each other in the food prep room. After a mishap, their calendars got switched around. They ran into each other at about 10:10. Wow, yeah, what? Yeah. I guess the TTS will come in a minute. At about 10:10 a.m. in the food prep room, which is what time he said he was up in the staff room. But he also said for some reason he wasn't supposed to be in the food prep room. So clearly the witness was not in the staff room. In other words, there's no way he could have heard the noise in the pool room upstairs.
What's this? This is the first I'm hearing about any calendar.
That's because Mr. Rhymes and Pearls were keeping it a secret.
You lied to me. This transgression will not go unpunished.
I mean, I feel like the bigger transgression is, again, his friendship with the 17-year-old girl. Arg. So, Mr. Rhymes, you didn't hear the noise of the equipment falling after all, did you? Wow, this TTS is not chiming in. It's been a while. I'll read some in the chat in a minute. Hopefully I'll catch up to wherever that TTS was. So sorry. The TTS girl is being a bit of a pain in the butt.
Okay, I admit it. I didn't hear the noise in the orca pool room myself, but somebody told me about it.
Who told you about it? It's gonna be Pearl. Are we gonna call Pearl as a witness? Has she ever been a witness?
It was, it was girl. It was high school girl. I don't know her name.
Unless you tell the truth, Mr. Rhymes, I can't save Orla. And I'm sure you know how sad that would make Ms. Buckler. Oh, that's right. I forgot he's got a crush on Sasha.
I heard about it from Sasha.
Okay, what from Ms. Buckler? But that doesn't make sense. What is going on here? Now it's the trainer's own words that drive the orca into a corner. How do you like being bitten by your own client, right, Dono? Aha! I certainly didn't see this coming. What perfect timing. There was something I wanted to ask Ms. Buckler about the orca. Okay, so we're gonna call our favorite pirate girl to stand. That's gonna be nice. Let me read some more in the chat. Crystal says, one thing that I do when I get a cold or blocked nose, Vicks. Okay, so when you say Vicks, do you mean like Vicks cough syrup or Vicks Vapo Rub? Because I am curious if Vicks Vapo Rub actually does anything. That's the stuff that like you rub on your chest right there, and like the fumes from it are supposed to like clear out your sinuses. And I've heard mixed things on whether that actually works or if it's just a placebo. So yeah, is it the cough syrup or the Vapo Rub? Quick Katie said, yeah, I have that too, both a big one and a small newer one. I don't know if it's working at this time too. Crystal says, flying lavender melon? Is that another Genshin inside thing? Crystal says, oof, says alcohol smell rubbing alcohol. Oh, I hate that because that does clear your sinuses, but it feels like somebody stabbing my brain with little daggers. I hate it. The prosecution calls the trainer, Ms. Sasha Buckler, to the stand. Isn't she still at the aquarium with the whale, though? Are we just gonna pop the little walkie-talkie phone thing there? Yes, I suppose it would be a good idea to hear what the orca's trainer has to say. I don't know what Sasha is going to say, but I know it's gonna be delightful, because she is great. But I'll just have to meet it head on, whatever it is. We'll take a 20-minute recess while the witness is summoned. My bladder's full, and knowing how my body processes things, it's gonna take 20 minutes of a stream to get it all out. See you soon, Judge out. To be continued. Okay, so we're taking a recess. So I am assuming that there's gonna be more than one trial day in this trial, but actually maybe not at this rate. Oh no, because we still haven't met Dr. Crab. So we gotta have like at least more investigating. So yeah, save. Oh no, save. Oh, right. Yes, and we're gonna save. Save complete, yay. Continue to the next chapter, yes.
July 21st, 10:39 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3.
Okay, let's read some more. Quick Kitty said, my nose would find that very foul, and Scream says, I don't know if Dad would let me though. Crystal said, it would be so foul that the blocked nose would be gone, but at what cost? How many brain cells are you losing to get that done, Crystal? Crystal says, at least in my experience. There was Jorge's TTS. Queen Katie says, Tavat is the country we're on. Okay, because was that a new DLC area? Crystal said, that was the TTS that didn't get read for some reason. Says, Tavat equals Earth? Then Mondstadt, Liu are country/continents also. Wait. So we say Earth, you mean like the planet in the game? Or have they like crossed over into the real world? Huh? Oh, that was Gallop, Brayden with a party of 1. Gallop, how was your 12-hour stream? Hang on, I don't think we actually have any mods in chat right now, so I'll do a quick shout out myself for you here. Gallop, how was your stream? I think you said you were playing, were you playing Reverse 1999? Oh, it says you're playing Eversoul.
Where are you?
That's some Sea of Thieves. I played that game once with our good buddy Z Diggity. Then I found a chicken, and it was my pet. What was that?
Sorry. I'm absolutely sorry, but...
Oh no, it's Kingdom Hearts 3! Oh, that's right, because of the Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like strangely photorealistic. I still need to play 3. I played 1 and 2. I also played Chain of Memories, which I felt was kind of a slog. I haven't played any of the other spin-off games. But how was your 12-hour stream? Hang on, let me read 1 or 2 comments, and we'll get back into the game. Let's see, like I said, Crystal was saying, Tavat equals Earth. Mondstadt, Liue are the countries/continents also. What we said were nicknames of some of the characters, namely Ito and Paimon. I thought Paimon's nickname was like emergency food supply or something like that.
Queen Katie said, Phoenix : hey, remember that little girl Pearly they used to bring to court? Yeah, Marlon bumped into her there. Yep, he and a 16-year-old kept this secret. That's why, okay, 17 technically, but it's inappropriate. Well, I just scrolled down a little bit in the chat. I see that down a little bit, there's a first-time chatter from Donkeys Are Great. Welcome, Donkeys Are Great. Hi. May I call you Donkey for short, or do you prefer donkeys plural? I don't know if you're still here. I saw that you had followed me a couple of days ago. Thank you for the follow. I don't know if maybe you were in Kunktor's stream and popped over from that when we did the raid or something like that. But thank you, Donkeys, for the follow and for being here. I try to let every new person know two things. Number one, our schedule. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and Persona 3 Reload. After this game is done, we're probably gonna do one or two short little games before we move on to Spirit of Justice. And also, I do read every comment in chat out loud. It just sometimes takes me a while. I'm a little bit behind. I'm actually only a little bit behind. I'm maybe like 10, 15 minutes behind, maybe 20 at the most. Lately, I've been like an hour behind at any given time, so I feel like I'm doing pretty decent. So let me catch up at least to where your first comment is before we get back into the game here. Let's see, Crystal was saying, laughing, so real, Queen Katie. Queen Katie said, the Vicks Vapor has worked for me so well for the past 20 years, it's amazing. Okay, so it's hopefully not just a placebo effect then. Crystal says, Vapo Rub, Vicks Vapo Rub is good for me. It works for me, at least. But do you have to like sleep on your back? Can you still like lay on your, I guess laying on your side would probably be bad with a stuffed nose also. And there is Donkeys Are Great saying, hi, Logan in chat, saying, ooh, Ace Attorney, heck yeah. Oh, so are you a fan of the Ace Attorney series, Donkey? These are blind playthroughs, by the way, so no spoilers or anything like that, obviously. But I'm enjoying playing these games. I hope that you're enjoying chilling with us. All right, I'll be back to the chat in a minute. Let's play a little bit more of the game. Okay, Mr. Wright, are you going to cross-examine Sasha? Well, I mean, yeah, that's literally his job. Well, I guess I'll have to ask her about the noise from the stuff falling down.
Mr. Wright.
Mr. Rhymes, why did you lie?
I didn't want Sasha to have to appear in court. I thought if anybody had to testify, I should be the one to do it for her.
But why would you go to all those lengths?
I heard that women are impressed by a man with great length. Did you see the entry for the 20th on that calendar?
Oh, the note about meeting the captain at the Orca pool?
Yeah, I found that calendar in the nap room. I think it's probably Sasha's.
Okay, so he thinks does he suspect her of being the murderer? Because it was like 7 a.m. or something like that was supposed to be the meeting with the captain, yeah? What? Then that means? I guess it does look like more of a woman's calendar than a man's. Hey, sexist! Okay, calendar updated. The court record apparently belongs to Sasha. A meeting with the victim was scheduled for 7 a.m. on the 20th. So that's 3 hours before the body was discovered.
I didn't want suspicion to fall on Sasha. Mr. Wright, I gotta go back to the aquarium to look after the orca in Sasha's place. I'll be rooting for you on the other end of that TV phone. Please take care of Sasha.
Okay, so he does seem sincere. So if he's not the murderer, if Norma DePlume isn't the murderer and if Sasha isn't the murderer, then that only leaves this Dr. Crab Guy that we've heard name drop, but we haven't met yet. Okay, we can't let Prosecutor Blackwell get the best of us. Time to refocus. You're right. After all, we're the only ones who can save Orla. All right, so I guess we're just going back in there. There we go.
July 21st, 11:02 a.m. District Court Courtroom number 4.
I think we're in 4, right? Yeah. Oh, we don't get the animation of entering when we come back from recess. The court will now reconvene. Prosecutor Blackwell, please call the witness to the stand.
Again, you waste your breath.
What? Oh, there she is! Ah, I love her so much.
Aye, me name be Sasha, and I be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers.
And she's wearing her mustache. Yay, let me read some more in the chat. Quick Kitty said, check the guide. We're only on trial day 1, part 2 now. Okay, so the fact that you say day 1 makes me go back to what I was saying before. There'll probably be a second day, especially since we still haven't met this Dr. Krabs guy. Krabs? I can't remember if it's singular or plural. Quick Katie said there's an investigation afterward, and then the trial after has 2 parts. Okay, so we're getting somewhat close to halfway through the chapter then. Except the final trial is always like really long in these things, right? Galp said played 3 games in one stream. Oh yeah, because Streamlabs said you played Eversoul. So what were the other games? Crystal said the happy scream is relatable. Oh, that was a happy scream. Oh, Crystal's Quigated said Pirates and Kingdom Hearts 2 was wild, from cartoons to that. Well, it looks even crazier. Again, I still haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3. I own it. I've just never gotten around to playing it. But like, it looks. I mean, it was already a bit of a jarring change from like really, really cartoony characters to like fairly realistic. What system did 2 come out on? Was that PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4? I know the first one was PS2. But regardless, like all the screenshots that I've seen of the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff from number 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, looks like, I mean, not quite like photorealistic, but realistic, you know? Galp said, yeah, it took too many attempts. And Quigated said to Donkey, oh, welcome. Oh, there's the Logan time thing. Yes, that is, I guess that's something I should also let new people know, is I like to chat with the chat. Because why else have a chat if you're not going to chat with a chat? And plus, I just take my sweet time, I goof off, and so it takes me about 2.5 times as long as most normal people to get through any game. But that just means that we can, like, chill and hang out and have fun with whatever we're doing. But, oh, and Donkeys, yeah, do you mind if I ask you how it was that you found us? Like I was guessing that you were maybe from Kunktor's community when we raided him yesterday, or maybe, like, I don't know, did you, like, see one of my TikTok videos or something like that? I'd love to, I'm always interested in finding out how people find out about this channel.
I come to rescue me bucko from the false charges put on her by the dread pirate No Stash.
No stash.
I guess No Stash refers to Prosecutor Blackwell this time. Well, that's who Jack Shipley was in the Swashbuckler video, right? Because he didn't have the stash. But then in the flyer, he was Red Stash, right? Yeah. Well, it can't be the judge. He has a mustache and a full beard.
Now then, Cap and Judge, shall we begin the pirate court?
Yeah, Cap and Judge! I was just about to make a joke about him saying I like the sound of that. He does. I rather like that. Judge is not the type of person who likes being called daddy. Judge is the kind of person who likes being called captain. It makes me feel like a salty old sea dog.
And scene.
Ah, bye, mustache.
How was that for a self-intro?
The court is not a show. State your full name and occupation.
It's kind of a show in this universe, I feel like.
I'm such a buckler. I work a shipshape aquarium. I perform in our swashbuckler spectacular pirate show alongside Orla as her trainer.
Well, you seem like a completely different person now. You wouldn't know it from the way I'm doing it because I still give her the same voice, but I like giving her a pirate voice, so I'm not changing it. I hope you don't mind. See, Crystal says, Donkey! Okay, so then Crystal, so Donkey must be from Kunktor's stream. Because Crystal, when we did the raid, it sounded like that everybody there knows you really well. I'm gonna be honest, I was like a little jealous because I'm like, but this is my friend Crystal. I don't know if other communities get to share Crystal with me. Crystal's supposed to be my friend. Donkey says, haha, no worries, man. And then Donkey said, I'm actually already loving it here. Says you rated the channel I mod for, so I had to check you out loving it. Oh, okay, so you mod for Kunktor. I hope I'm saying his name right, Kunktor, right? That was what his name was? Like, I feel like it's dangerously close to being like some kind of weird slang for some sexual act if I say it wrong. So I'm trying to make sure that I say it correctly. But welcome, Donkeys. I'm so glad that you're liking it. I know that the way that we play is a little different than the way some people play games, but I have fun. And as I've said before, really all the games are just a pretense to hang out with people because I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. And Crystal does quote number 111. Someone out there is a Chidori. 2 chats Junpei. See, and that was from Crystal, Persona 3 Reload, May 22nd, 2024. Doggy says, yes, Junpei, my king, my goat. Junpei is the best. Junpei should be the leader. I tell you, every dialogue choice we're getting in that game, I am trying to back up our bro, be a good wingman, say he should be the leader. But also, as I said, that's the other game we're playing. So if you played it before, Donkey, that is also a blind playthrough. We're in about like mid to late September right now. So no story spoilers there. But you can also pop by. That's what we're gonna be playing tomorrow night if you want to check it out.
You really think so? Thanks. I was in my pirate show persona just then. Prosecutor Blackwell said I could introduce myself any way I like. Aww.
I bet money he didn't think you were gonna do it like that. I don't know, knowing this universe, I think I would have, that's what I would have expected. And what will this witness testify about?
The orca manipulated the victim into playing volleyball and then knocked the items down. The witness will report about hearing the noise that caused the victim's death.
Now wait just a minute. Sure, Orla uses the ball to break props sometimes. She even spiked the ball at that giant octopus's leg yesterday while I was cleaning.
Okay, see, there we go. That's what I was talking about before. There was the doll that has like the bite marks on it. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be used to compare against, at some point, the picture from, there we go, from the book that shows the victim from a year ago and the bite marks here. And how we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a missing spot, and then the 5th one over there. And unfortunately, we can't see it because we're so far away, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if there's a missing spot, but there's also one way over here on the arm. But somehow that's going to be important. I can feel it. I can taste it, like I can taste my own teeth, which actually I don't. That'd be annoying if your teeth tasted like things. So Orla was the one who broke that leg, huh?
But she couldn't have knocked down that huge stack of equipment with her little ball.
I thought you were paying attention to the trial over the telecast, but you apparently know nothing of what we have been discussing. The orca knocked down the equipment by pulling the cloth that was underneath it. No one said anything about the orca knocking it down with a ball.
What?
Oh, this is a new... This is a new sprite for her that we haven't seen.
Is that what we're talking about?
She's so sad. He's playing with her little knife, little sword thing.
Yeah, I came here to give Prosecutor Nostache a good keel hauling. But I'm the one getting the cat o' nine tails. Oh, he's as vicious as a tiger shark.
That was cute. I love that. Ms. Buckler, just focus on your testimony and you'll be all right. Don't worry, we'll take care of that tiger shark for you. Wow, oh, this is new too. Look at those cheeks. I love her so much. Again, her scowl is a bit scary looking. When Vero comes back, we need to tell Vero that I am loving her more and more by the minute.
Thank you, Athena. Okay, I can do this. My testimony will be phenomenal here, cause fish have fins.
All right, Ms. Buckler, please proceed with your testimony. Yay, we made it to another testimony. Also, the way that counter is, that makes it look like she is not wearing pants. It looked like she was naked from the ribs down. Oh, except she had like something on her thigh, I think. Hearing the noise. Let's save before we do this. And we'll also briefly check out some more in the chat. Gallop says, reverse 1999 and Withering Waves. Crystal says, Junpei, perfect homie, except for like that 2-week period where he just inexplicably hated us for no reason. That was kind of bullcrap. Other than that, yes, he is the perfect homie. Queen Katie said, Kingdom Hearts 2 was on the PS2. Wait, it was? For some reason, I thought that it was like more recent than that. Is it really that old? Gallop says, yes, Kingdom, wow, okay, I didn't know that. I think the version of Kingdom Hearts 2 that I own is technically on like the collection that came out for the PlayStation 4. It's the one that's like Kingdom Hearts like 1.5 and 2.8 or something like that. It's got like a whole bunch of the spin-off games and things. See, Donkey says, yes, haha, I mod for Kunktor. Objection! We do have an objection command here. It's rather startling, but awesome again. Thank you so much for being here, Donkey, and thank you also for the follow and for the kind words saying that you're enjoying the stream. It means a lot to me. Quick Katie said Kingdom Hearts 2 was in 2005. Says many spin-offs later than Kingdom Hearts. Ah! Thank you. Oh, it's Beowulf. There we go. Yes, having to demonstrate. It's so loud in my ears. But thank you, Beowulf. So there, donkeys, you can see what we're talking about there. But yeah, I didn't realize it was such a long time ago, 2005. Says then Kingdom Hearts 3 in 2019. It wasn't that long of a break between 2 and 3. Beowulf said he'll never be best boy though. Oh, that's because you think Koromaru is. Although Koromaru, he was giving us a bit of a hard time the other day in the game. Just saying. Crystal says, best boy is Koro. Doggy said, haha, yeah, Crystal is awesome. She is awesome. So again, to find out that I have to share an awesome friend with another community, but at least Kunkdor seems like an awesome guy as well. I don't follow everybody that we raid, but Kunkdor, he had some good vibes. He was enjoyable. I enjoyed his stream the other night, so I made sure to drop him a follow. Hopefully I can pop in some more often in the future. I do tend to lurk a lot when I'm checking out streams, but he seems great. Okay, let's play a little bit more here, then we'll catch up some more of the chat in just a minute.
I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise. But the aquarium's guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent.
So is that the guest scream, is that gonna be Norma de Plume or is that gonna be Pearl?
I talked to Norma de Plume first, and then we went to the pool room with the security guard. The equipment was everywhere, and the captain was lying in the middle of it all.
Okay, so, I mean, all that sounds about right, and none of that really seems to point directly at Orla. So I'm guessing we'll probably find something else that needs to be added from the testimony from Pressing? Her story doesn't seem to be much different from Marlon Rhymes in Testimony. Or does it? The circumstances are different. The actual order of Orla's actions depend on the order the witness heard the two noises. If she heard the screams first, the prosecution claims don't add up. Okay. Oh, that's right, because she screamed. If that is Norma de Plume's scream, that was when she saw the body in the pool, which was 10 minutes after, 10 minutes after the security camera started. So it had to have been before 10 o'clock, and the scream was at 10:10. What order did she say? I gotta pay attention when we go back over there.
Objection!
Ah!
Unfortunately for you, she doesn't remember the order of what she heard.
She doesn't?
I was distracted at the time, so I don't really recall which one I heard first.
Are we gonna at least find out why she was distracted?
I was lost in thought until the guard brought me back to myself. Sorry, I'm no help.
As long as the order remains unclear, I shall not alter the prosecution's claims.
As long as the order remains unclear, there is reasonable doubt, bro.
After killing the victim with the bag of coins, the orca toyed with the body in the water.
I have to turn things around here somehow. Unless I can prove the sound Sasha heard was not the sound of the victim's murder, Blackwell's claim that Orla pulled down the equipment to kill the victim will stand. If I want to save Orla, I have to find a contradiction, no matter how small. Yeah, very well. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. Okay, once again, as always, we're going to save right before the cross-examination because we are save scummers who shamelessly scum our saves, hearing the noise. All right, so let's go ahead and save this. I'll read a couple more comments in the chat again. Let's see. Beowulf says to Crystal, fact. Oh, about Koromaru. Doggy says, yep, it is very dangerous. Crystal says, I'm known for telling him to get Class of 09 and bullying him. So, I mean, Class of 09, I gathered that as much from last stream. So, but it's good to know that you don't just bully me, that you bully him. To be fair, I feel like in this community, you're one of the people who doesn't bully as much. You bully me like a little bit. But maybe that's just because there's so many other bullies here. Donkey says, the name Kunkdor is interesting, and we definitely don't make a lot of jokes. Okay, so I'm not the only, I was worried that as I was saying that, I'm like, is this insulting to say that I worry that the name sounds a little close to something kind of rude? So I'm glad. Quick Katie said, I'm known for having a guide on hand, being spoiler evil, and preaching slay the princess. Now, when she says spoiler evil, she's not like spoiling anything, so don't worry about that. She's like there to just keep me safe by having the guide in case because I struggled in the first 10 minutes of the stream tonight. Bill said, also, this is the guy I was throwing shade at about fusing. So after I had to leave the other night, you guys were crapping on me for not fusing. I have done a little bit of fusing now, but I am still determined to take Orpheus to the end game, to have him in the final boss fight. I'm gonna have the strongest Orpheus you have ever seen. Beowulf. Queen Kitty said, I'm also currently a co-clip queen of this channel. Well, you know what? Last month, you had the top viewed clip and a lot of other clips too. I love seeing the clips though. Oh, we did Bahala.
Masochist.
Ooh, okay, there's another word that we can learn that TTS Girl has no trouble saying. It's not because of masochism. As I've said before, it's because that all the demons that I capture in that game, they are my Pokemon. And Orpheus is to protagonist in that game what Pikachu is to Ash, what Scizor is to me. It's my best friend Pokemon. I gotta take him to the end. I know you keep claiming that they're not Pokemon, that they're demons, but I have yet to see any definitive evidence that they are not, in fact, Pokemon. But thank you so much for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. Okay, so you guys know the drill. We're going to press on every statement, and then after that, decide where we're going to present some evidence. I admit I heard Arla summoning me with a loud noise.
Hold it!
So she seems to think that Orla was trying to get attention? So maybe that means that, like, Jack Shipley was killed and Orla was causing commotion to try and, like, get someone else to come in and find that he was dead? What made you think Orla was summoning you?
Arla knows the sound of her cries doesn't carry far enough. So sometimes she summons people by making a loud noise.
Okay, so that's what she did then.
That Arla is smarter than the average whale, I tell ya.
Taka would not be bested in a battle of wits.
Wait a minute, Widget is the smartest one of all. Widget's a computer, that doesn't count.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the smartest one of all? Widget.
Am I expected to enter Trucy into this? My kid is better than yours, a Palooza? No, you would not win that Palooza. And did you heed the summons of this very intelligent Orla immediately?
I couldn't right away, although I was concerned about her, of course. But the aquarium guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent.
You heard Ms. DePlume scream? I mean, okay, so even if Orla made the noise first, that doesn't guarantee that Orla was the killer, right?
That's right. I heard her through the walkie-talkie of a guard making his rounds. End quote. I can still hear it in my head. It was so loud I thought it was a sea lion.
Ms. DePlume sort of reminds me of a sea lion, actually.
I know, right? Ooh, I should call her Sea Lion Lady and see how she likes it.
I guess Athena is still upset about being called Yellow Girl. I'm more upset about having to see so much of her boobs earlier. What did you do after hearing the visitor scream? Let's see, and Crystal says, I also give Class of 09 quotes in his chat every single time I watch Kunk's stream. I would worry about those quotes then. I mean, just from like the 10 minutes that we sampled that one time, it seems like that game... Yeah, and plus I've okay, every now and then I'll see like a video on like TikTok or Twitter or something like that that'll have an audio clip that is just like way over the top. And I don't know what the right word is, like graphic or just like really intense in that sort of way. And I just, as a general rule, always assume, it's gotta be audio from Class of 09. Crystal says to Donkey, definitely don't make jokes that he has no drip or you're better than him. Also, so Kunkdor and I both of us don't have no drip. I thought I was banned from saying drip because I'm not cool enough. Quick Kitty said, yeah, his VAing is amazing. Aw, said I've never seen the Sasha sprite. Poor Sasha, she's adorable. And there was Beowulf with the objection.
I talked to Norma DePlume first and then went to the pool room with the security guard.
Why didn't the security guard go without you, huh? You and the security guard headed to the Orca pool room? Also, we haven't met a security guard. We still need to meet Dr. Crab. Maybe he's also a security guard?
Yeah, apparently that obnoxious writer lady said she didn't trust me by myself. That's why, after talking to her, the guard and I went to the pool room together. Why be the wench so suspicious, I demand a swordfish duel. That's what I felt like saying to her anyway.
I'm afraid I don't get it.
That was a line from the show when Orla and Sasha quarrel with each other. Didn't you watch your swashbuckler spectacular homework, Your Honor?
Oh, why am I getting scolded here, Mr. Wright? Why am I getting scolded here, Your Honor? Ms. Buckler, please tell me what happened after you headed to the pool room.
All right, when the guard and I got there, we saw that ... The equipment was everywhere, and the captain was lying in the middle of it all.
And that's her final statement, so this will be our last press. So if this doesn't add anything, we'll have to figure out what evidence to present to what she said? What do you recall about the scene exactly?
I don't remember much, to be honest. I was in total shock from seeing the captain like that. If you ask me something specific, I might be able to remember, though.
Okay, so the captain was on the floor, she said, so that means that when Orla had the captain in her mouth, she was returning him up to the surface. Okay, the thing scattered around, or Jack Shipley. Oh, let's ask about Shipley. I'm gonna save, because maybe there'll be some inconsistency with what she saw and the pictures that we have of the body. Let's try that. Could you tell me more about the state you found the victim in?
It's so hard to even think about it right now.
Sasha is deeply traumatized by the victim's death. I guess I shouldn't push her on it then. Poor Sasha. She must have really adored him. Possibly even biblically. Do you think Orla really did make that stuff fall down? I think we probably need more information before we can know really how. Okay, so I gotta go back, press on that again, and ask about the items that were around instead. Let's be careful not to let a single inconsistency slip by us. Okay, so we gotta go to the last one again. Press, and this time we are going to say the state of the room. Things scattered around. I don't know why we didn't just get that option then. It's like, okay, well, she won't talk about him, so let's do the other one. Could you tell me more about the things that were scattered around?
They were equipment and props for the new show.
The new show?
Yeah, we were supposed to debut a brand new swashbuckler spectacular yesterday.
That was supposed to be the one where he was gonna have a red mustache and a red scarf, right? Let me read a couple more comments though. Quick Katie said, and that donkey is a great example of the objection. Donkey says, Quick Katie, yes, it is. Bale said, I'm happy with that timing. Gallup says, okay, I will lurk. I need to rest. Okay, good night, Gallup. Thank you so much for the raid and for being here. I hope your stream went well. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you for the lurk. Bye, Gallup. Quick Katie said, not that long. It was 14 years for Kingdom Hearts 3. It was torture. No, I just thought, I thought it was longer than, I didn't think it was that long. I thought that Kingdom Hearts 3 came out sooner than that. Bill said, not my proudest moment of timing. That would be during P5. Was that the bit where, was it when the big final boss fight? Well, I can't even remember what the big golden man. I can't remember the name of the demon when it punched into the ground, and I think you timed it with the Tomcat. Was that the one? Kukiti said, you should see the much better example of the objection by checking out the clips. Odds are, my one trophy is in there. I'm still proud of it. Beowulf says, laughing. Doggy says, bet. I shall do that. Quick Katie said, we also have a Discord where I definitely posted said clip. It's not sub only, so that's a bonus. Oh yeah! I mean, I do have subscriber only sections of the Discord, but they're not that impressive. There's a subscriber-only channel called the Hey Hey channel, where everybody can only say hey hey. And there's a subscriber-only, chat channel, but I don't think anybody's posted in it in 9 months, possibly even longer, maybe a year. I don't know, maybe it was sooner than that. And there's technically a subscriber-only VC, but I never use that for anything. I need to come up with more subscriber benefits. That's just, I need to. I'm slacking on that.
We already defeated the giant octopus and no Stash after all. We were going to have a new nemesis, Red Stash. He's on the flyer.
Like I was talking about, he had the scarf, but only one picture of the body he had the scarf, the other one he didn't. Oh, that's the flyer. That's the flyer Rifle was distributing. Who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the skull rock? Ooh, I wish it could be me.
Leave it to you, Athena, to know all about it. Arla's even got some new tricks for the new show.
Is one of them where she murders a man by hitting him over the head? An advertisement for the new show. So it was updates. Swashbuckler flyer updated the court record. C. Bale said, yep, it's a group chat and the general Discord too, but the group chat is better. Let's be real. I wish that after these games were over and I no longer had to worry about being spoiled, I could find out what happens in y'all's spoiler group chat that you have. Crystal says, so about that, I think I am one of the main bullies in Kunkdor's stream. Well, I appreciate you taking it easy on me, unless, does that mean that that Kunkdor, that you like Kunkdor more because you bully him more? Is that what it is? Beowulf said, no, it's masochism. This is really direct quote from Hiriji in Nocturne Demons. This place is crawling with them. Crawling with Pokemon is what I am saying, Beowulf. Wow, and I'm getting close to catching them in the chat. Also, we're like 5 minutes away from the from the 2 hour mark, which means that pretty soon it'll be a good time if people want to keep an eye out for raid suggestions for when we do reach the 3 hour mark. Okay, let's keep going here. So all that stuff fell down. So all that stuff that fell down was for the new show, is that it?
That's right. A bunch of props and crates and other equipment stacked up.
Your Honor, for the record, I'd like that information added to the witness's testimony. Okay, so that's probably what we're going to have to present some evidence to contradict then. Very well, Miss Buckler, please append what you just said to your testimony.
Sure thing.
Okay, so we're going to see that, we'll press on that, and then we'll figure out what evidence we're going to present.
The props for the new show were everywhere, and the captain was in the middle of it all.
Hold it!
These props for the new show, what kind of things were they?
A blow-up dolphin and anchor, Red Stash's costume, the bag of coins, stuff like that. The captain was wearing his usual costume, and the new props were all there.
Okay, so the usual costume, so does that mean... Because in the one photo, he does have the red scarf. So that shouldn't be there? Wait a minute, something about that doesn't seem right. Is there a problem with Sasha's testimony? Yes, I'm gonna save just in case there isn't, but it seems like there is. Because I've been having bad luck tonight with things. So I'm gonna say, yes, there is a problem. You say the captain was wearing his usual costume, but is that completely accurate?
Come on, Phoenix, what are you nitpicking me testimony for?
Well, if we look at the body, we see that there is a discrepancy between that and your statement. You stated that the victim was wearing his usual costume, but you'll notice that the victim was wearing a red scarf around his neck. But again, that was only in one photo for some reason. It's conspicuously gone in the other photo. I imagine this red scarf is part of his costume for the new pirate show. Oh, you're right! It's written right here in the flyer for the new show! Featuring the dashing red stash with a fluttering red scarf! Although I have to say, it just looks like a red scarf was added to his old costume, and the mustache, and an eye patch. I don't know if did his old costume have an eye? Maybe the eye patch switched eyes or something. Actually, now I'm curious, does he have an eye patch in this other one? He does, and that is on the right eyeball. Okay, let me read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Queen Katie said, it's actually called Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is brave, but still suffering. I love Courage the Cowardly Dog. Baylor said, it's even in the Nocturne HD announcement trailer. Oh, so all the stuff about Pokemon? Is that what we're saying? Beowulf said, no, during the ship you got player advantage, and as you were tearing off the mask, I timed it perfectly where that one where the Tomcat happened as it was torn off. I do remember that one. I remember that one as well. Well, I mean, to be fair, you guys had a number of ones where there was like really good timing on stuff. Oh, and there's Bucky! With a little emote for the Doritos. How you doing, Bucky? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? Crystal says, no, I hate Kunkdor. Nuh-uh. Crystal, that makes me think that you like Kunkdor. Do you like Kunkdor? Is it bullying of him? Is that like when a little boy pulls on a girl's pigtails to show her that? Crystal, do we need to start shipping you and Kunkdor? Is that what we need to do, Crystal? Okay, let's keep going here, because I'm getting close to catching up in the chat. I'm getting dangerously close to catching up in the chat.
Yeah, well, the captain was never one to spend much money on costumes. But, you know, the captain wasn't wearing that red scarf.
But in this photo, I believe I see a red scarf.
Yeah, but it's not wrapped around his neck. That's just draped on top of his neck. That red scarf was packed away with the rest of the new show's equipment.
Okay, so that's why when he's laying face up, he doesn't have it on. It's that it was in one of the boxes and fell on him, not that he was wearing it. Oh yeah, and in fact, there it is in the photo. Or not the photo, but this flashback, which might not be reliable.
It must have fallen on top of the captain when the equipment fell down.
Oh, I see. It looks like your discrepancy wasn't really a discrepancy after all. In fact, it kind of lends credence to
to Blackwell's theory, which is a bad thing. So the scarf doesn't have anything to do with the case? But there's something about the timing of the stuff falling that bothers me. Hold on. The timing of the stuff falling. The timing. Maybe my theory has been all wrong from the beginning. Maybe the bag of coins isn't the murder weapon. And so your last cross-examination ends in failure as well. You should know that such a feeble slash will never hurt me. As I said, the orca made the equipment fall and then toyed with the body in the water.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but based on the circumstances at the scene, the defendant couldn't have dragged the body into the water after the equipment fell. And why, pray tell, is that?
Oh, I'll tell you, all right. Is it because that if Orla had dragged him in after the body fell and if the scarf was on top of him, then the scarf would have been, like, lost in the water? Something like that? Oh, boy. Bucky says Ace Attorney is crazy. Even pirates show up in court. Oh, Bucky. Bucky. Our defendant is a whale. A literal animal. Other than the massive speed bump we had at the beginning of the stream tonight, I have been enjoying the insanity of this chapter of this case so much. Quick Kitty said, raid suggestion, Peach VT. They're playing Undertale. I will keep hunting though. Awesome, let me copy this down into my text file for our raid suggestions for later. I appreciate it. I do enjoy that Undertale. So we will check that out. Thank you very much, Queen Katie. And as always, we'll like, you know, pick through our usual methods later on. So thank you. Have we rated Peach VT before? I cannot remember. Let's see. Crystal says, I hate Cunctor. See, that makes me again think that you really like Cunctor. Do we need to play a little bit of matchmaker with you and Cunctor, Crystal? I mean, there's nothing wrong if you like Cunctor. I'm just saying. What's that old Shakespeare quote? Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Bucky says, am fantastic. Working on some models. Nice. Oh, and there's those little quiche emotes. She has really cute emotes. Is she streaming tonight? Is Quiche online tonight? I feel like I always want to make sure that anytime I raid her, I want to have like a lot of people in the chat to like send over to her to like show as much support as possible. So I'm the past like week or two, I hope just because of finals. Again, maybe my imposter syndrome turned out to be true and people are just like finally getting bored of me. But I assume, I'm guessing because of finals, the last like week or so has been kind of sleepier streams. So I do want to make sure that the next time we do a raid for her that she has a nice big bunch of people that we're sending her way. And Crystal says, ew, no! And then an emote with a gun. Yeah, okay, I think it's official. Well, I should go back and, did Cunctor, did he have long hair? Because I know that's something Crystal likes, is long hair. I might have to go back and remember. I can't remember if he had long hair or not. I'm gonna have to go back and double check that. Okay, I'll tell you all right. If my theory has been all wrong, then I'll just have to fix it. Yes, Mr. Wright, please do tell the court. What indicates that the body was not dragged into the water after the items fell? So, okay, when was this photo taken exactly? Hang on. Now, I want to check the court record. When was this photo taken? Taken in the Orca pool room, so these were taken after? Like when the police arrived? Is it the fact that his hair isn't wet? That's what I would say, that his hair isn't wet. Is it that that none of the coins are on top of him? I honestly can't remember when this photo was taken. I am going to save because I know I'm going to mess this up because I am not quite sure what the game is asking for. Okay, so what proves the body wasn't in the water after the things fell? Okay. I'm going to assume that this picture was taken after the body was dragged up out of the water then. Yeah, because no pictures were found of him after. So this is after he was dragged up out of the water. So we're going to try and say that he was dragged out of the water and then things. It's the fact that the scarf is on top of him, right? Because otherwise the scarf would have been like underwater. Yeah? I mean, I think that's what we're doing. I just saved. Ah, there we go. This red scarf fell at the same time as the bag of coins. But if the body was dragged into the pool after the bag of coins fell, then the red scarf wouldn't still be on top of the body. What? In other words, the victim was already dead when the equipment came crashing down. Therefore, the bag of coins that fell with the red scarf was not the murder weapon. Silence. But it was the defense who claimed the bag of coins was the murder weapon to begin with. Wow! I did an oopsie. Yes, that is true. But in my defense, I say a lot of dumb stuff. Do you intend to abandon your original argument? After hearing the testimony, I realized my theory about the murder weapon was wrong. Please recall the facts we have learned so far. It is a fact that what Orla bit was the victim's dead body. After all, when we saw the victim on the security footage, he was already dead. But then Orla carried the victim's body to the side of the pool and knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled up. So that's what she was trying to get attention. It's like, oh no, my buddy's dead. I gotta get somebody in here. Quick Katie was saying, oh yeah, another game I want to preach is Stars and Time. I haven't played / streamed it myself, but I have heard great tales about it. I've seen you mention it a couple of times in Discord. It looks good. I believe I added it to my wish list on Steam. The problem is that I just have so little money right now that even when things are on sale, I can't afford to just buy games willy-nilly at the moment, which is sad because there's actually a whole bunch of games on sale at the moment. But I don't know. I hope I have some money when the summer sale comes around because there's usually great deals there. Quick Katie said, we have, but it was right as they were ending, which I think was when we went over to, that time. Yes, where we got there and everybody had left and I think there was still like a mod in the chat. Oh, I forgot about that. Crystal said, he doesn't have long hair. I'm loyal to Elliot. What, but... Ah! That's twice in the last hour. Oh, it's Jay Hutch VA. Hang on. We don't have any mods here, so I gotta do a shout out for you, Jay. Here we go. Let me do a shout out. Hopefully this one won't have another extremely detailed anthropomorphic furry animal butt prominently viewable.
Tell us more about it.
Oh, it's Spider-Man.
I've been thinking a lot about what's really important.
So we just get to see Spider-Man's butt.
Make you rethink your life like a citywide alien invasion, right? Relatable.
Oh, I was just about to ask, isn't the train gonna get you if you stay on the tracks? Oh, that was perfect. Oh my gosh, that was perfect timing. It's like the beginning of the movie Meet Joe Black. Have you ever seen that? So that is Jay. He's someone I know IRL. Y'all should go give him a follow. It seems like he does a lot of VR chat streams. So if y'all are into that. So thank you very much for the objection, Jay. That was a really good clip. I liked that. Because it gave me just enough time to... Okay, that wasn't as bad as the objection. Because I think I'm a little bit on edge right now. But that is still loud, though. Crystal, thank you very much for the Tomcat. I do appreciate that. But what I loved about that clip is that the timing of whoever clipped it, it gave me just enough time to realize, wait a second, he's just standing on train tracks. Isn't a train gonna, like, come at some point? And then, like, I was literally about to form the words in my mouth to ask that, and then kapow. And then even better, the train going the other way. So that was great. So how you doing, Jay? Okay, I gotta play some more of this game here. Then I'll read some more of the chat in just a minute. And knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled up there. Maybe Orla was trying to alert the humans to the victim's condition. Huh. If Orla knocked the items down on the victim after he was already dead, then it means the defendant didn't kill the victim with those items. But that's preposterous. He spoke in all caps, but still whispered. Even still, your argument is lacking. If neither the orca's headbutting nor the bag of coins were the manner of death, then how do you propose the victim was killed? Well, I believe the autopsy report, right, said that it was trauma, contusion from head trauma. So probably still that thing in the back of the head, unless that was also just happened after he died. Okay, so yeah, still head trauma. I don't know how. Yeah, very good point. If the defense is now abandoning its original theory, then we would need a new theory as to what the murder weapon was. All right. I doubt I have no clue would go over well. All right, let's go over what we still need to find out about the victim's body. Why don't you say, like, at this point, let us go and investigate more? Have another day of investigating. What we don't know is how he died and why his body was at the bottom of the pool. I wonder if there's something that would explain both of those things at once. How did the victim's body sink to the bottom of the pool? I was gonna say maybe the pool was drained and he fell in, but then, like, Orla would need to be transported in after that. So that would have been like a long time ago that he was dead. On a diagram, it's easy enough to move the body to the bottom of the pool, but in real life, the water would just cause the body to float. Right. Hold on. Water? Wait, so are we saying maybe it was empty and he just fell in and clonked his head? Okay, then what if we flip that around? I mean, there was like the crane thing for transporting Orla in and out. So are we saying that he was in, fell in, hit his head, died, water was filled back up, and then Orla was brought in all before the place opened? I guess that fits. What if there was no water? Then the body would go right down in an instant. But then what would prevent it from floating back up? I guess dropping other stuff on top of the body? It would have had to be dropped down because someone wouldn't have been able to climb down and do that because, like, the ladder only goes a little bit down. And so if there's, unless someone went down with the body, like killed him or threw him down there, he dies. The other person somehow descends safely, okay? Wedges him underneath the skull rock or whatever it's called in order to make sure that he's not gonna float back up. Then fills up the pool with water, and then as the water fills back up, that allows the person to escape. And then after that, Orla is brought back in from wherever else she was. I think that's pretty consistent, right? Thanks for the great hint, Athena. What? I helped you and I didn't even know it? Ha! Your Honor, I think we know the real manner of the victim's death. I mean, we could be wrong. We were wrong last time, but we feel pretty good about it this time. Let's see, Queen Katie said, honestly, as soon as I feel better, I kind of want to stream both in Stars and Time and Pokemon. I have so many hopes and dreams, and life kicked me. Which Pokemon game do you want to stream? I'm excited for it's called Z to A, isn't that what the next one's called? The one that returns to the Kalos region? And says, ah yes, the power of being broke, I understand. See, I don't know if I would call it a power, but that is true. Oh, and Crystal with a bunch more raid suggestions. Hang on, let me copy these over into my text file as well. I appreciate that. Crystal says, keyboard slam, what a timing that was. Good job. Wait, was that on the objection or was that a timing on Jay's clip? Oh, wait, no, it looks like that was before the clip, so that must have been. Let's see, Crystal says, you deserve that objection. Why? Why, Crystal? Because I am trying to help a friend of mine find love? Is that why I deserve the objection? Is that really so objectionable? Let's see, Beowulf says, I think I'm gonna try and get the Etrian Odyssey games during the summer sale. I mean, I've heard a little bit about them. I keep seeing them show up every now and then on Steam, like, cause you know, you have your, I don't know what you would even call it. It's like your For You page, basically, where it just like plug stuff. I've seen those games show up like a number of times. The style looks pretty interesting. Looks like it could be fun. I don't know much of anything about them. I'm sure that you probably told me stuff about them in details, but I get games mixed up, but they look good. Chris with the emote. Queen Katie said, I hate how I'm chuckling so much during this sick era. It feels so weird. The worst is when you have like strep or something like that, where everything that you do with your throat is like knives into your throat. And Jay says, yeah, that clip was excellent. Says, I'm coping. I had 2 ribs popped out of my back, but I'm recovering. If you don't mind me asking, what happened? Because that's not something that most people just like, you know, you're walking along, it's like, oh, whoops, 2 ribs just popped out. I hope you're doing okay. Bucky says, the water was the murderer. Exactly. I'm feeling pretty decent about what I was saying before about the water, but I don't know who could have done it. We still haven't met this Dr. Crab guy. It feels like it's probably gonna be him because it doesn't seem like it's gonna be Norma DePlume or Marlon Rhymes. I hope it's not Sasha. For one thing, I know that Queen Katie said in the past there have been at least one instance where the person who hired us to defend somebody else ended up being the murderer. But I don't think they would do that a second time. And two, I don't want Sasha to be the killer. I already had a hard enough time in the last chapter when the one person I desperately did not want to be a killer was the killer. I don't want that to happen again. Quote, I think won't do, Mr. Wright. I expect a clear answer. Now then, what was the real manner of Jack Shipley's death? What's the manner of death that moved the victim to the bottom of the pool in an instant? Falling, drowning, assault? I'm gonna say falling. Ah! We just barely had a tomcat. Thank you for that tomcat. Hang on, let me save before we do this. Oh, it was Weedle. Weedle, how did the dueling go? Did you bring Wendy back with you, or did Wendy have to head to bed? How was the duel? Who won? Weedle, I'm gonna say falling. Please take a look at this diagram of the orca pool. If there was no water in the pool, then it would be very easy to move the victim's body to the bottom of the pool. Pew! I love how fast it just zipped down. I wish I had a sound effect of like a crack or a splat. He would drop straight down. Oh my! Could that be the true manner of death? Well, this is good because if we demonstrate that there was no water in the pool at the time, then it couldn't have been Orla because, like, I am not a marine biologist, and I do understand that whales breathe oxygen in the air, but my understanding is the whales kind of need water. That when you see a beached whale, you kind of want to put the whale back in the ocean. It's not like, hey, you escaped. Here's all the air you could ever want to breathe. That the whales need water. Right? I think that's how it works. The orca pool is about 65 feet deep. If the victim were to go from the top of the pool to the bottom when there was no water, then he would, without question, have fallen to his death! Pursuit music. Queen Katie said, don't drink the water! That reminds me, did any of you guys ever do this in school? I think it was in my 10th grade chemistry class. I think that's when it was, where we had a unit, we were talking about like the periodic table, learning all the elements, and we did a thing where we talked about chemicals, and we passed around a thing that was like, what did we even call it? It was like hydrogen dioxide or something like that. Hydrogen hydroxide. It was either dihydrogen oxide or I think it was hydrogen hydroxide. What? Oh, Carisarella! Raided with a party of 16. Thank you so much for the raid, Carissa. Wow, it's a huge raid. How was your stream? Hang on, we don't have any mods here tonight. It's been a sleepy week. So let me go ahead and do a shout out for you here. Oh, what is this? Is this like is that a Roblox game of some sort?
Oh, shoot.
How was your stream? Yeah, what is this? Oh, are you the little blue one that's hopping? Oh, somebody just smacked you in the back. Or maybe not. I'm going to assume you're the blue one. Go, little blue man! You can do it!
You just took my heart. You blocked my heart.
Go, little blue man! Unless you... I think you're Carisarella. Yay, but how you doing? Hang on, okay, so I gotta read some all in the chat. I'm actually almost close to catching up, so let me just read straight down and get to where the raid happened. So I can say, first of all though, hi raiders. We've had Carisarella's community come a number of times before, and so again, thank you, I always appreciate it. But if this is your first time here, I wanna let you know a couple things. Number one, hi, my name is Logan. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Currently alternating between Dual Destinies. We're in the DLC chapter right now, defending a literal whale. It's amazing. And Persona 3 Reloads, that'll be tomorrow. We're alternating. And I do read every comment in chat. I just sometimes am very far behind. So let me read those comments in chat and get caught up then. Let's see, Crystal was saying real to Bucky. Queen Katie said, I'm gonna do Pokemon White too. I think it's gonna be fun. And yeah, the new one coming up is Legend Z to A. Crystal says, ew, love. I still think you like him, Crystal. Bucky says, love snack. Queen Katie said, oh yeah, for sure. I'm so glad I don't have a strep throat. It would have been out of streaming for a lot longer. Jay says, haha, I literally have no clue. Bad posture accumulated over time, maybe? Just a sudden pop while cooking the other day, then excruciating pain and many trips to the chiropractor? Please take care of yourself, Jay, and your ribs. Maybe it was like, you know, some type of supernatural force trying to create you a woman like in the Bible. I don't know. That's what I hear. I hear they come from ribs, I think. Crystal says, hope you get better. Weedle says, boo. We are still fighting. I'm winning, though. That boo was scary. Sorry, but I'm having to speed up. But Quick Katie said the zoom speed, keyboard slam. He was yeeted down. And there's the raid. And there's Vex saying Chrissa's chaos community is raiding through. Chrisarella saying the same. Magpie saying the same. Quick Katie said, oh, welcome Raiders.
I think I was about to do a Chibi Logan. Not anymore, I guess. Greater than.
Wait. Who's about to do the, a chibi oh, okay, Crystal. I'll be good. I'll be nice. Oh, you hate him. You totally hate him, Crystal. I will ship you with Elliot instead. You and Elliot forever. You and Elliot forever, Crystal. Do I need to do puppy dog eyes now? And I can maybe get a chibi Logan. But thank you for the TTS. Magpie says dihydrogen monoxide. What? Yeah, I was just saying that there was like that unit in like high school chemistry where they do that and they list it and they're like, it is incredibly addictive. People who are addicted to it, if they stop consuming it, die 100% of the time. It has caused like all this amount of property damage and all this stuff like the paper to make it sound like this is a horrible chemical. We need a ban. And then the teacher's like, I was talking about water. Sorry, when Bucky was saying that the water is the murderer, it just kind of reminded me of that. But again, Magpie, Vex, Carissarella, how are y'all? Bucky says, Willkommen. That's German for Wilco men. I know it means welcome. Chris Arella says, hi, it's okay. It says, oh, and old school laughing says, it's a Dream Daddy minigame. Wait, really? Because I played Dream Daddy on stream. I don't ever remember that minigame. What did you have to do to unlock that minigame? I completely missed out on that minigame? And there's Ghostwire saying, holy crap, this music is so good. I know you got here right at the Pursuit theme. Chris Arella says, yes, I was, lol. Quick Katie said, Hawaii? Vero!
Wally, how many months? My eyes are barely open. Good morning, chat smile.
Good morning, Vera. We missed you so much on Tuesday. I think Queen Katie was saying at a couple of points that you would have been like freaking out with excitement over. I think it was mainly because apparently we met Hamburger the hamster. But Vero, thank you so much for the 10 minutes. So we have a mod. We now have moderation, people. Vero, it's probably for your benefit that you weren't here because I decided whenever I read Marlon Rhymes lines, because he has those round beady eyes, I was just doing like this, and I know that scares you a lot, Vero. But how are you doing, Vero? And yes, Ghostwires, the music is great. Chris Arroyo saying, yes, I was. Oh, Quick Kitty said, oh, I see y'all played great Ace Attorney. No spoilers, y'all. Yeah, I think Chris Arroyo knows the drill for that, because you've raided us a bunch of times. Chris Arroyo, you're great. Thank you all. Thank you so much for all the wonderful raids and support that you've been showing. You are fantastic. Vex says, stream was great! Quick Katie said, we're on the DLC case for the Dual Destinies, then we're done with the game. Ghostwire says, ooh, reclaimed, neat. I'm loving that we're defending a whale. It delights me to know it. And Sasha Buckler is wonderful. She's getting dangerously close to dethroning Penny Nichols as my favorite girl from this. The only difference is that Penny at least never makes a mean-looking scowl. Quick Katie said, I am praying he does slay the princess before Spirit of Justice. Maybe? Like I said, we're gonna do maybe one or two one-off games in between. Chris Arella says, stream was great. Just got to some deep plot lore in the Great Ace Attorney. Haha, nice. Oh, and there's Chris with a TTS. Crystal says, good. And there's Vera with a re-up in the sub. Oh, that wasn't even just a TTS. That was re-up in the sub. 22 months. 3-month streak. Thank you so much. And it's a tier 2. So thank you so much, Vero. I believe that gives you access to 1 or 2 special emotes that not everybody has access to. So thank you, Vero. Thank you. Were you just like, were you up late last night? I feel so bad that you have to wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning to be at these streams, but I always love seeing you. Crystal says, Vero! Vera says, hey yo. Quick Katie says, puzzle! Chris Arella says, I think you had to go on a date with the cafe dad because he liked music concerts. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, we romanced the, he was like the bad boy dad. He was like the tough guy that was just like always kind of like, I can't remember his name, but it was a lot of fun. That was the one that we went for. And I think for our date, we ended up like threatening to beat up some guy in an alley or something like that, but it was a lot of fun. Quick Katie said, you're not gonna believe this, Logan is in love with Sasha. I'm pretty close there. She's great. She's a little scary at times, but she's great. Crystal says, Logan is bullying me. Help, Vera. I know, Crystal. I said I would stop. Chrisarella says, whichever dad that was always talking about music. No, I know that your guy did talk about, I think he had like sleeve tattoos and he was like in the cafe. He was cool, but the thing is for me, he like made so many music references that went right over my head because I am like the least cool person when it comes to music. So we were doing it as a co-stream with our good buddy Z Diggity, and he was like, this is so cool. He's referencing this and that. And I'm like, yeah, neat. Vera said, hamburger, yes. And then the Queen Katie called it, says, how could he? What did he say to you? I just said that I thought that she loved Kunkdor because she bullies him more than she bullies me. And she says that she hates Kunkdor. And so I said, that's probably like a young boy pulling the pigtails of a girl in school. And then she threatened to not draw a picture of me. And so I apologized, and I have changed my ways. I'm a better man now because of it. Vera said, whoa, he likes her that much? I didn't expect Penny to be almost overthrown. Well, it's getting there. It's close. It's close. We'll read a couple more comments, and we might as well catch up fully, because we're almost 2.5 hours in the stream. I think I'm allowed to catch up. Vex says, unfortunately, Turnabout Reclaimed is my least favorite case in all of AA, and is actually somewhat triggering for me for reasons. It's based on real life events, but has extremely twisted parts of what had actually happened, and just too long didn't read. Watch Blackfish. Hang on, I'm gonna make a note of that, because I've never heard of Blackfish, so I gotta look this up. So we've gotta watch Blackfish. So is that a documentary? So this is actually like loosely based on real events? Because I have heard stories of like orcas like killing people in real life. Says, make sure to brush up on content warnings for it first, but yeah, real life SeaWorld sucks. Oh, I have heard stories like not only about orcas, but like dolphins. Says, not to be a bummer, just trying to respect the real life people who've lost their lives, the real world events this case was based on. See, I didn't know this was based on real events. I just thought it was like, this is so goofy that we have a pirate girl with a fake mustache and we're defending a literal whale. But like, based on what you're saying, I understand. I think, I'm not sure what my least favorite case is. It might be, oh crap, what Rise from the Ashes? Just because it was so long. Well, actually, if we include Edgeworth Investigations, no, it was the final Edgeworth Investigation chapter with Ambassador Alba, because that one went on for freaking ever. We had an almost like 6 or 7 hour long stream. I think it was like a minute short of 7 hours, if I remember correctly. It was insane. But no, but that does make sense, Vex. And if you feel uncomfortable around this, and if you need to step away, I totally understand. I would love to have you stick around because you're awesome, but like you're like, you know, emotional well-being and everything like that matters more important than my like selfishly wanting you to hang out in the stream. So if you need to take off, I understand, but if you're comfortable sticking around, we'd love to have you. Chris Farrell says, Robert, the bad dad who actually is bad. Was that his name? I think it was Robert. It's been a couple of years. I think it was like January of 2022 when we played it. So I don't remember all the names, but I think that sounds right. Quick It said for the Persona stream, says, Vero, I forgot the spoiler chat to add the quote, Og, I forgot it was stream day. I said, and I quote, Og, I forgot it was stream day. Oh crap, there's still more going up here. I should probably play a little bit of the game at some point. Let me, let's, oh, that was just Vex saying the same thing. It says, whoops, okay, so it just sent twice. I'm gonna read one more comment, then we'll get back into the game here. Vera says, I had a really long week of family events happening back to back, from senior parties and weddings to family dinners. I have a really social butterfly family who do anything to celebrate stuff laughing. Anyway, that's over with, so I'm awake. Well, welcome, Vero. It is so good to see you. And so are you like more of an introverted person? I remember there was this girl that I dated once a couple of years ago. And she was, oh man, I thought she was the one. I thought I was going to marry this girl. She was fantastic. But she had a really good way of putting things when she talked about like outgoing people, because she was very, very much an introvert. And the way that she always described it is she said that she had like a battery of like, I think she called like people energy, and that she could do it and be, you know, in social settings. But when that battery drained out, she kind of just needed to be away from people for a while and just kind of, not like antisocial, because she was super sweet and just like one of the most genuinely kind people you would ever meet. But she would just need to kind of have alone time to herself. Okay, so let's let's play some more. Then I'll be back in the chat in a minute. And again, Carissarella, thank you so much for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. It looks like you had an awesome stream. I mean, you had like, how many was it 17 people or something like that in that raid? That is fantastic. I mean, that's like, that's so awesome. So again, thank you so much. Let's play some more. that he would, without question, have fallen to his death. Death from a fall? Oh, that's the worst thing you can get from a fall.
And that's your answer.
It all makes perfect sense. If he fell, that would explain the signs of blunt force trauma all over the body.
Oh, that's right, because he also had bruise on his hand. The culprit pushed the victim into the pool when there was no water in it. After doing something to keep the body from floating up, they filled the pool with water. Huh. The pool water washed away any signs of blood, so no one would realize that he fell. Okay, so the question is whether the culprit could have turned on the water from inside the pool. Oh, actually, no, because you probably wouldn't even need to, because say you're outside the pool, turn it on, climb down there, whether it's by a rope or whatever, get down there, and because like, you know how long it takes just like fill up a bathtub with water. It must have taken like hours to fill up a 65-foot deep tank with water, unless they have like huge gushing things. But he probably would have had time to go down there, like secure him to the bottom, and then just ride the increasing water levels back up to the top. Otherwise, if the person was in there and needs somebody else to turn it on, there would have had to be an accomplice, witting or unwitting, I don't know. Surprisingly, that actually makes sense. Hubbub, hubbub, hubbub. Oh, she looks good in those shorts. I'm just saying. Hubbub, hubba, hubba, hubba. Order! Order in the court! I'm just as surprised as you are, but I must have order! If falling was the matter of death, then does that mean the defendant's behavior was the result of being manipulated by the true culprit, as the defense claimed? Yes, it would have to be. All that needs to be explained now is how the real culprit commanded Orla. Ms. Buckler, is there a way to instruct Orla to bite someone? What? What kind of trick would that be? Of course not. I still think that when Orla had him in her mouth, it was just like, I gotta get him to the surface. Because like, she's smart enough to realize that people need oxygen, right? Then could you tell us about the tricks Orla does know? Well, there's jumping, dancing, and playing volleyball. And she can spin, do the rock and roll trick, and sing the swashbuckler spectacular song. Okay, so she obviously was told to sing the song, because that's what got Norma de Plume's attention. But she also was probably instructed to do the hat swap trick, which was probably, I bet that was done to dislodge the body, because she would go down there, headbutt him to take the hat, and that would like, yeah, dislodge him. Those sound like pretty nice tricks, but I doubt they're related to this case. She's also practicing 2 new top secret tricks. There's the human rocket, where she shoots somebody up in the air. And then there's the lifesaver trick, where she brings a drowning person to the surface. In her mouth! I'm sorry, Vera. Sasha's actually a little dumb. She didn't realize that was what we were talking about when we said biting. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat because I'm still behind. Quick Katie said, Vexing, you okay? That was was that triggering, lol? Vex says, I'm gonna leave now because of all that, but it's always nice to check in with y'all. Okay, Vex, you're probably already gone, but thank you so much. Like I said, totally understandable if you need to step away because of that. If you can somehow hear this, I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thank you for being here. It says, documentary of SeaWorld, orca abuse. Chris Orell says, got a lurk. It's pretty late for me. Enjoy the stream. Also, Fulbright did nothing wrong, TM. That's the spirit I like to hear. So have a great night. Again, Chris Orell, if you can somehow hear this, thank you for the raid. Vex says, bye. See y'all. Vera says to Vex, it was nice having you. Take it easy. Queen Katie said, my least favorite was the big top case. Oh my gosh. That existed because of the dumbest thing ever and could have been avoided. I was about ready to pull my hair out on that bit with the statue falling and the guy's like cloak or cape or whatever was popping off and landing on the thing just perfectly. Queen Katie said, Pat Bat, congrats on going through that. I never could. My brain would have exploded after all that. Vera said, I am whole. I'm a whole imposter in my family because of how outgoing they are. My social battery was drained by the end of every day this week. I am so sorry, but Vero, I hope that like hanging out with us doesn't take away too much of your social battery then. That you're able to like just have fun with us. I hope. If we do drain your social battery even further, and if you need to step away, I totally understand. But it is awesome having you. We missed you last time, Vero. Vera said to Queen Katie, tell me about it. Okay, let's play a little bit more, then I'll be back to the chat in a minute. Hey! One of these top secret tricks might have something to do with the case. Oh, come on, don't... Phoenix, I know you're dumb, but you can do this without me. Now, which of these 2 tricks sounds relevant to the case? Lifesaver trick. So in the lifesaver trick, Orla brings a drowning person to the surface, correct?
You cod it. Orla's still learning how to hold someone gently in her mouth.
See that in the mouth!
So she sometimes bites into their clothes, but she never hurts a person's skin.
Which is consistent with what we saw in this picture of the body. And I mentioned this before. You see that the coat is cut into, but the clothes underneath are not.
She brings a drowning person to the surface? Then that must be it.
And then the killer whale swam up towards the surface with the victim in its mouth. That matches up perfectly with what Mr. Plume said in her testimony. The real culprit must have used the lifesaver trick to manipulate Orla. This should be enough. How can Blackwell come back after this? Everything fits so perfectly. I still find this very hard to believe. How? Why? Then let's see it for ourselves. Let's have Orla show us her trick using the practice dummy. Oh crap, let me guess. I hope this just goes well, but let me guess, she's probably gonna go down there and bite into it and like destroy the practice dummy, and the judge is gonna be like, she's a murderer! As you wish. Well, the prosecution doesn't appear to have any objection. Ms. Buckler, please proceed. I hope it's fully animated, hand-drawn.
Okay, sure, I'll show you Orla's phenomenal trick. Hey, Marlin, are you ready over there? Okay, just let me get the practice dummy. There, it's in the pool. Ready and standing by, Sasha. Here goes Orla's secret new trick, the lifesaver.
Oh, is it gonna be animated? It is!
Swimming to the surface.
Oh, no, so nothing went wrong.
Their clothes got torn up a little, but the dummy doesn't have any new marks on it. Wait. There, I did the trick. When is Jack Shipley coming back? I don't understand death. I assume he was just sleeping. That makes this extra tragic.
Oh, and I see Queen Katie has a clip in the chat. Hang on. Let me load this up in the clip viewer. And we'll check this one out as well. This clip from Queen Katie is titled, Hubba Shorts. I mean, it's better than the other direction. Like I said before, when you look from the front, the counter was completely covering up the shorts and making it look like she didn't have anything from the waist down. Hubbub. Oh, she looks good in those shorts. I'm just saying. Hubbub. Hubba. See, it's a play on words. It was hubbub. Hubba. As you are, but I must have
Instead
order.
of hubbub.
Thank you so much for the clip. I appreciate it. Oh, and a poll just appeared. Does the dumbness make Sasha cuter? Absolutely, yes, not as cute as Orla. This poll was not made by Marlon Rhymes. I don't want to say yes. I mean, because, like, I don't want to be one of those people. I'm not into, like, bimbofication or anything like that. Okay, let's keep going here. Also, I need some more water. I have not been drinking nearly enough water tonight.
And there you have it, Orla's special new trick.
Wow, that orca is really something. A cute thing like that wouldn't hurt anybody. It sounds like the gallery loved Orla's performance. Yeah, because murderers have never done anything cute.
That was great. That awesome trick captured everybody's heart.
Wonderful. Oh, I wish I could see more. Too bad we're executing the whale. Guilty. Blackwell? Come on! Admit you liked it!
Looks like we silenced Prosecutor Blackwell.
Thank you, Orla and Ms. Buckler, and thank you too, Mr. Rhymes. Huh! And so now you can clearly see how Orla was manipulated. The bottom of the orca pool needs to be examined immediately. We might still find some evidence of the victim falling to his death. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have that taken care of at once. Oh, the poll is done, and it's a tie between Not As Cute As Orla and Marlon Rhymes, with second place being a tie between Absolutely and Yes. I think I mentioned before, like, one of the reasons I like her character design, and there's all the fun stuff, but her hair reminds me of one of my favorite female video game characters ever. Ever. Except that character is blonde with that hairstyle, and Sasha is ginger with that hairstyle. But it's like basically the same hairstyle. Excuse me, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I am requesting further investigation. Fulbright. Oh, you did nothing wrong. Tisk, Prosecutor Blackwell. You have to answer the nice judge politely. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. The thing you asked for just came in.
And you couldn't be bothered to think of a less violent way to deliver it?
What did Prosecutor Blackwell ask for?
I've been waiting for this.
Is it an updated autopsy report? Oh, and what is that? Say the Edgeworth thing. Ah!
An updated autopsy report. Or as Miles Edgeworth would say, "Oi, it's an updated autopsy report Tuesday, isn't it? You have a license for that? Pip, pip, cheerio, sweep your chimney, mate." That is how he talks.
What? Why did it have to come now? It's better now, because now we actually get to hear it. If it came like after the trial, he'd probably not tell us until the trial the next day.
During the recess, I ordered the body to be re-examined. Something started nagging at me during the course of the trial, you see.
Is it gonna be it's gonna be the time of death, right?
Here.
Thing is, would being submerged in water make it more difficult to determine the time of death? I take it you'd like me to read it? Oh, very well.
TTS Phoenix is definitely having husband flashbacks.
He is. He's not even listening right now. He's like, Miles. Oh. Unnecessary feelings. Thank you very much for the TTS. I appreciate that. I'll read a couple more comments in the chat, though. Crystal says, "Injustice we trust." Said, what the title? Logan said the titles are cut again? Well, I mean, I can tell when they're short. I just can't tell like the long ones. Let's see. Oh, and there's Queen Katie saying, ha ha ha, shorts. Vera said, "You guys regained my social battery." Oh, I actually take that as a really nice compliment. Thank you, Vera. Says, plus, I slept well. And then Vera says, "Admit you liked it." Wait. Admit I liked what? What did I like? What did I like? Anyway, I take it you'd like me to read it. Very well. I can totally read. I am not illiterate. I will read it. It says 65. I know numbers. Okay, cause of death thought to be from a 65-foot fall? How can they determine that? I mean, you could do trauma. I mean, you know, okay, we're going with it. Shipley's autopsy report updated in the court record. That alone should be enough to verify for us that it's not Orla, because if the tank was empty to water, Orla was not there. Not guilty, Your Honor, our job is done. But this is decisive evidence that substantiates Mr. Wright's theory. What? Something good for a change? If the manner of death was falling into an empty pool, the orca can't be responsible. Yes. Your Honor, all you have to do now is just say not guilty and gavel slam. It seems Orla's complete innocence has been proven.
I suppose I can't
Deny that. Okay, verdict! And then probably tomorrow, I'm guessing we're gonna have to like defend Sasha or something like that. Come on, okay, but we're done, we did it! This is fantastic, you did it, Mr. Wright! Prosecutor Blackwell isn't even trying to refute it. Orla is saved! Yeah! Is it really safe to celebrate? It would appear more investigation into this case is necessary. But first, allow me to render my verdict. The court finds the defendant, Orla Shipley! Are we gonna finally get are we finally respecting reasonable doubt, presumption of innocence, the fact that we don't have to prove who actually did it instead of our client? Not guilty! It happened! Oh, for the first time ever, this is not a dystopian nightmare-scape of injustice. Look at the whale. Like,
I don't understand this.
yay. Yay! I mean, it's obviously not the end of the chapter because we, as players, do need to find out who the murderer is. I'm guessing Sasha's going to be accused next and we'll defend her. But yay! Okay, let's see. Queen Katie has another clip in the chat. Let me load this one up in the clip viewer as well so we can check this one out. This clip is titled Judgy at SeaWorld. So let's pop this one up here. There we go.
That was great. That awesome trick captured everybody's heart.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, I wish I could see more. Too bad we're executing the whale. Guilty.
That was great.
Thank you
That
so much for
awesome
the
trick
clip. I
captured
appreciate that, Queen Katie. I'm going to leave this up for a second to see if there's another clip coming up here. Queen Katie said, okay, see, how did the Phantom not do that during the final main case? Well, what the Phantom clearly should have done is disguised himself as a whale and then done a delightful trick, and then he would have gotten away with it. Beowulf said, oh my gosh, I just listened to something amazing. What was it? What was it, Beowulf? Or is it something from the new, from Vengeance, from SMT, like from the music thing or something? Queen Katie said he could have shocked Blackwell anytime during that case, but did, I'm thinking it was because wasn't Blackwell officially like his shackles were taken off? And so maybe it would have been a little bit sus if the Phantom like tasered the guy who is no longer a prisoner? Vera says, Bayo! Queen Katie said, Edgeworth is on the side hearing about this. He stole my bit. Crystal said, oh, there's TTX. Yeah, there's read by TTS. Oh, and Vera with a clip. Let me load this one up in the clip viewer as well. Titled, Roll Credits, He Said the Thing. All right, let's see what this clip is.
Whoa, and what is that?
Say the Edgeworth thing. Ah! An updated autopsy report. Or as Miles Edgeworth would say,
Oh, it's an updated autopsy report. Tuesday, isn't it? You have lice.
That just cuts off in the middle of it. Thank you so much for that clip. I appreciate that, Vero. Vera said, I'm talking to Simon. He got to admit. Oh, talking to Simon. He got to admit he likes the show. Okay, that makes sense. Bill said, I've been here for a while, but I'm out of breath from how amazing that was. Hearing it was wow. What was it? I'm on like the edge of my seat. What are you talking about if it's that amazing? Oh, and there's Monk saying hello, just saying hi for a minute. Goodbye. Oh, so Monk, I guess you're probably already gone, but thank you for popping in if you can somehow hear this. Or maybe if you're on the VOD, hi, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. And Vera says hi, bye. And Vera says, what is it? Tell us. Yes, tell us. Bill says, Cathedral of Shadows themes on an actual pipe organ. Okay, I'm guessing Cathedral of Shadows, that's gotta be some SMT track. So I'm gonna copy that into my text file. Unless, wait, did you hear it in person or did you hear it on YouTube? If it's on YouTube, can you post the link in the Discord? Otherwise, I've just copied the information down and I'll try and look it up. But okay, let's see if we can get to the end of this trial scene where the investigation for the next day will start. Because we still got like less than 15 minutes before the 3-hour mark here.
Oh, you did it. Thank you so much, Phoenix. Thank you, Theta. I'm waving. I don't understand what's going on. But I like waving. Arla and Marlin, thank you too. How?
Wait, check Orla's profile.
Oh, okay, thank you for the 10 bits, by the way. So let's check Orla's profile. Orla Shipley, age, ? The orca accused of murder, though Aura is her real name, people like to call her Orla. She likes to wear hats. Is it gonna be like updated in a second? Has it not been updated or something? Or is it just that we get to see that adorable little face right there? We still haven't figured out why blood was coming out of her head when she was underwater. We just kind of glossed over that. We're like, I guess she was bleeding. All right, moving on. Moving on.
No, chat was curious about something.
Oh, awesome. Well, I hope that resolved the curiosity of whatever chat was curious about. So thank you so much for the 10 bits again, Vero.
Congrats, Sasha. Just noises. Really. I don't understand this technology. I don't even understand that the people on this screen are people and not just a picture. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. They used to be alive, now they sustain me.
Hee hee, glad to see everybody so happy, and I'm absolutely thrilled about the verdict.
Blackwell isn't. Music stopped. Thank you, Right Dono.
Is it because he really wanted to prosecute a human, and that's what happens by proving it's not Orla? Now he can prosecute Sasha. Huh? For what?
The drained pool. Thanks to you, the truth is finally clear. Fulbright,
He's gonna say arrest Sasha. There we go. See,
arrest this woman.
certainly, right? No, you don't take orders from a convicted death row inmate. I know he's a prosecutor, but you're a police officer. You can't say, like, unshackle me and let me go when you do it. Certainly, right away, Prosecutor Blackwell. Sasha Buckler, you're hereby under arrest for the murder of Jack Shipley. Well, I mean, at least he's so happy and cheerful. I feel like if I was going to be falsely arrested for murder, I'd at least want the police officer to be so jolly and cheerful about it. Make me feel better about things. What? What you talk about? What reason could you possibly have?
Oh, come now. You must have had some idea in the back of your dull little mind.
Oh, listen to this serious music playing.
It's so sinister and evil music.
The true culprit manipulated the orca in order to have false charges brought upon her.
Is he going to say... I mean, we can also say, like, but she's the one that hired us. Is he going to say that she knows how to do the commands? And that means... but we don't know. Anyone at the aquarium could possibly know how to do those commands.
And who is the only one with the alibi to accomplish that?
Wait, with the alibi to accomplish that? What do you mean, the alibi to accomplish that? That's not... I thought alibis work in the reverse direction.
It can only be the orca's trainer.
Hop up, hop up, hop up! No, don't put the shorts in jail! I'm sure there's some other explanation. Silence!
I don't need any of your baseless counter-arguments. Have you forgotten? In order to enter the orca pool room, a security card is necessary. A security card that only the victim and Sasha Buckler possessed.
And which could easily be swiped by somebody else.
Ms. Buckler is the only one who could have caused the victim to fall to his death.
Yeah. No, I don't believe it. Ms. Buckler was so upset by Mr. Shipley's death, she couldn't have done it.
Fulbright.
We asked the security company yesterday to check their security card logs. Their report just came in during the recess. The night before the incident, Sasha Buckler used her card to enter the orca pool room. After that, not a single person entered the pool room. So somebody used her card. Doesn't mean she did it. Let me read some more comments in the chat, though. Crystal says, not the Orla typo. It says Aura instead of Orla. Oh, so that's the confusion in the chat. Vera said, I love when that happens to Beowulf. Beowulf said, it's in Vi's server if you want to hear it. Wait, Vi? V's server? Vi VV? Vera said, I mean, isn't that her legal name? Vera said, we'll check it out. Quick Katie said, even then, what about before he got out of the cuffs? And that's true, but I think he was still probably trying to prove he wasn't the Phantom. Maybe? Crystal says, is it not Orla with an L? Crystal says, me overthink. Vera says, I think her profile says something about her name is Aura, but everyone calls her Orla as a nickname. Quick Katie said, I mean, Logan could check the court record. Crystal says, anyway, Beowulf said, it released as part of a launch edition of SMT4 and has 8 remixes of past SMT songs, an art book, and a guidebook, and the game itself. I'll have to check that out. By the way, we are getting close to the 3-hour mark. We do have a bunch of raid suggestions, but last call in case anyone wants to slip one in. And Vera says, yup. Crystal says, flap, 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 flap. Beowulf said, just post it in the server. Thank you, Beowulf. I will check that out. Crystal says, Queen Katie said, yes, her name is Aura. Problem solved. Crystal said, I'm just used to seeing Orla than Aura. And then some emotes. Okay, let's play some more. Not until the incident was discovered when Ms. Buckler and the guard ran in. Objection! But no one would commit murder where their card was being recorded. Apparently, the aquarium employees don't know that their card usage is tracked. What's more, Ms. Buckler was seen arguing with the victim before the incident. So, Ms. Trainer, what were you arguing about?
I wanted to kill him, but he didn't want me to, and so I agreed I would not. It was a private matter.
Oh, hey, chat, what if... I know that I like her. She's cute. But she clearly liked Jack Shipley. What if the argument is that she's pregnant with his baby?
But it wasn't anything I would kill him over. That's ridiculous.
Ms. Buckler is the only one who entered the room, and she knows how to command Orla. Besides, I thought her suspicious from the very beginning.
Why? For wanting the whale? Okay, no. Because Blackwell, the entire case, everything we've been doing is running under the assumption that the real culprit tried to frame the whale. If she was trying to frame the whale, then especially don't get us to like defend the whale. You suspected Ms. Buckler from the start?
The orca did tricks because someone commanded her to do so. Possibly someone with a heart so black as to make her own partner the murder weapon. The possibility the orca killed the victim. The possibility a human manipulated the orca. I looked into both.
So he suspected both Sasha and Orla all along?
My gratitude to you, after all. You were the one who drew out that information about the lifesaver trick. The orca you saved was an unwitting victim. A victim made to look like the weapon that killed Jack Shipley. Oh, I had a good laugh at that. Just a little laugh.
No! All right, come along then. Let's have a good long talk.
Wait, I didn't kill the captain, and I would never try to frame Orla. Why would I hurt the ones I love like that?
Sasha!
Phoenix, Athena, you gotta believe me. I just disappeared. I don't exist anymore. Goodbye forever.
Hubbub. She vanished.
Sasha didn't kill him! I believe that with all my heart! There's gotta be something we can do! I feel the same way. Could I have done something differently? But never in my wildest dreams did I imagine things turning out like this. Well, it would appear that this case has taken on an entirely new aspect. But this trial is only concerned with a ruling on the defendant, Orla Shipley. So I'm afraid this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned! Gavel slam! Let's see. Quigator said, clip title, Logan, you mad genius. Oh, there's another clip. Okay, we'll check that out in a second. To be continued. Yay, save our current poggers. Let's keep staggering our saves. Oh, stagger, yes, but we want to save over that. And then we'll move on to the next chapter. I'll just go until we get to a screen. And actually, but first, let's check out this clip here. I want to check out this clip first from Queen Katie. As I said, the clip title is Logan, You Mad Genius. I feel like that must be sarcastic, so I'm very curious what this clip is going to be. We can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation. Okay, you know what might happen? What if Blackwell is gonna say, all right, it wasn't Orla, it was Sasha, and then we just get a new defendant for the second day of the trial. We'll go back and investigate some more, and then have another day where we defend her instead of... Oh, because this clip was from 2 hours ago. We can unequivocally So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Queen Katie says serious music on an orca case. Something to point out, that is Logan. It was a secret trick. Queen Katie says, dun dun dun. Vera said, I love how you just call progress pockers. I don't know why it amuses me, but there, 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 7 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next chapter here. And then we will do a raid in just a minute. Hang on, I gotta kind of stretch a little.
July 21st, 1:13 p.m., Right Anything Agency.
Oh, Athena's sad and doing a long sigh like Solomon Starbuck. Huh?
Clip viewer.
I was, it's funny, I was literally just thinking earlier today that it has been, that this month, May, marks 3 years since I decided to stream like on a regular, consistent basis. I had attained affiliate status in October on Halloween of 2020, but that was just from like sporadic streaming. And then it was in May, I decided to stream on a schedule to really dedicate myself to it. So I have been streaming multiple nights a week for 3 years now, plus sporadic streams before that. And I still do crap like that. Thank you so much. You know what? We just need to wind down. We need to do a raid for one of these people here that have been suggested. So let me check and see. It looks like at least one of them is offline now. By the way, if you are lurking, if you could stick around for the raid, I would greatly appreciate it. Because we're going to just figure out this in a second. Let's just see something kind of... Ooh, someone's playing Danganronpa 2! Oh, that's nice. We also have... Oh, that's a really cute, like, little raccoon. What are they? VTuber avatar. That's for Wuthering Waves. Let's actually check out that one. We can finally see what this game is that Gallop has been playing so much. So let me go ahead and type in and do raid. Tang Nochi. Because Peach has fewer viewers, but we also did do technically did a raid to Peach before. So we'll do this one for right now, because it looks like Peach is also like at 3.5 hours, and I don't want to risk having that happen again. Let's see here. Quiggy says, I giggled. Crystal says, poggers. Bucky with all the Lee mode. Yeah, so there he is. By the way, for anyone who's lurking, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload. So tomorrow will be Persona 3, and on Sunday we'll pick up in this new investigation section where we're leaving off tonight. It'll be good stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. And there's also, as you can see, Vera posted my link tree, which has links to my TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, VOD archive, all of that good stuff. So feel free to check that out. Crystal says, yay. Quick says, thank you for the chill stream. See y'all next time. Thank you all for being like, these streams are fun because of you guys. I can never thank you all enough. You guys are amazing. Vera said, I'll wake up early next time, y'all. Vera, it's so good to see you. Get the sleep that you need to. If you need sleep, get sleep. Your health is most important. But we missed you last time. We love having you here. Crystal says, bye-bye, night-night. Crystal says, please, Vera, it's going to be so good for Persona. Vera said, bye-bye. Reminder to hug y'all's cats. That's right. It's Hug Your Cat Day. Queen Katie says, bye-bye. Vera said, I'll sleep early. Bucky with a little, is that the salute there? Oh, that's the wave. Crystal said, now to Chibi Logan. Thank you, Crystal. And the raid's about to start in a minute. I love and appreciate you all. See you all tomorrow for Persona 3. You're amazing. Love you all. Good night. Enjoy the stream. Bye. Or the raid. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.